I actually read a short story about a group of people who went on a quest for a brass dragon who wouldn't shut the hell up. Like all he wanted to do was talk, but he
That's
talked about the
every
most
brass
boring.
dragon.
Yeah, this is the joke though. He sent him on a quest to get a box out of a dungeon, and they brought the box back to him, and the box was filled with stones of far speech, so that he could keep up with the players at all times. And I'm like, holy shit, that's actually amazing.
They're the dragons who use their sleep breath to just fucking keep you there so they could talk to you. Literally what they do.
I mean,
That's
as long as the
hilarious.
dragon has the voice of Benedict Cumberbatch, I'm not too upset about it.
So literally just put you to sleep and hold you hostage.
Yeah. You know, speaking of people holding you hostage, did you hear that Samuel Jackson is doing the voice for for Alexa?
Yeah, you have to buy it. They're getting several celebrities, but I definitely want the Sam Jackson one.
Dude, how could you not get Sam Jackson?
You get
And
the
then you
alarm
have to
clock that
ask
says it's
Alexa,
time to wake up,
Alexa,
motherfucker.
I have literally been dreaming of having Samuel Jackson screaming at me through my GPS since I was a kid. I've always wanted to be like driving down the street and be all like, "Make a right turn, motherfucker!"
Okay,
See that?
ask Alexa. Just say what to Alexa, or ask what Marcellus Wallace looks like. Alexa, what does Marcellus Wallace look like?
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Yeah, whenever Alexa doesn't understand what you said. English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
God damn.
That would actually be great.
That would be priceless.
You'd be like Alexa, play, and then you'd tell her to play some dumb song, and she'd be like, "I recognize the council has made a decision, but because it's a stupid ass decision, I have elected to ignore it."
Alexa, order me some bread. This is some real gourmet shit.
Alexa, have you heard of the Avengers Initiative?
Avengers. The initiative was a
Shut up, Alexa.
from Marvel Comics. Written by Dan Slott and Christos Gage, with artwork initially by Stefano Caselli.
Hey, Alexa.
And Harvey.
Shut up.
So mean.
That's why I need Samuel L. Jackson, because I need him to be all like, "No, you shut up, motherfucker."
Pretty
I
much.
don't need to hear a
pretty much.
goddamn thing from you.
Crash, bang, boom.
We all need that in our life. We all
we
need
do.
that in our life.
Is this working?
Everyone needs a
You're
little
very
Sam
low.
Jackson.
I could barely hear you.
Yeah.
How about now?
Great.
I actually turned you up myself, so I might have just blown out my ears
Turn
with
him
your
up,
voice.
turn him
Brandon.
on.
Hey, that's kind of gay.
On the
Different mic,
three-way.
still
You're
figuring
gay.
it out.
Yeah.
All right, 1 second, and I'll actually be ready to go now.
Really a matter of perspective.
So how was it being a really white man, Brandon? No, I see. He's just gonna ignore me.
Damn.
Yeah, I haven't been to the Oceanside boat thing for I want to say a couple of years now, but it is actually pretty cool. There are some really good boats that they do, and then there's a couple like pieces of shit that you're just all like, why? Like, imagine dinghies, but if dinghies like looked like shit, which they do. Dinghy.
Like a small boat?
Yeah. Were there any dinghies in this year's water festival parade?
Oh, there was like an inflatable pontoon boat that had an entire cage built over it of lights.
Okay. Was it so what was like on the scale of like 0 to 10, 0 being total shit?
Was it full of strippers?
Ooh, actually his question's more interesting than mine.
No, and they would have been really cold.
Damn it.
That's why
that
they get
just
paid the bid bucks.
Exactly.
Cold-hearted or cold?
Also, you
Both.
wouldn't have been able to see them because any person out on the boat was like pitch black compared to the lights that were on the boats.
Whoa, what are you trying to say, my guy?
Yeah, you trying to say that you can't see people
Because it's dark out? Is that what you're trying to say?
because you're blind?
The boats were John Cena.
Yeah, you just couldn't see anything. They were just random floating lights.
I don't know
Noise.
if I ever told everybody, all the new guys playing, it's mandatory that you follow me on Twitch and inflate my viewer stats for ego reasons.
Ego reasons.
Well, that
he
is
trying
the
to-
try to
best
milk it to get to that affiliate status because
Is
I
At
he, is
least
he
you
trying to
didn't-
get more?
yeah, the
At
only
least you
people
didn't
that
give me some
watches
fake
me.
bullshit reason. It was just straight up to inflate my ego. Nice.
That's the
At
nice
least
thing
you're
about
honest
Bradley.
about it.
Bradley's straight to the point.
At least he's
I
honest.
feel lonely watching. I'm the only viewer, so oh, we got Alpha in here, so we got one supporter.
Yeah, hey, what's up? I'm here.
I don't have a Twitch account.
What else? can I look
Technically, you don't need one.
True.
Not even technically, you just don't.
Getting closer. I
I'm
need
actually
14
going to
more
make
people
one,
to
too.
get the affiliate number. Then maybe I could make like 25 cents a year off that.
25
Ooh.
cents. Mm.
I'm aiming
Hell.
high.
Then you could say something stupid like, if
It
I
is
had a quarter
really,
for every
really
15
high.
viewers I had.
Yeah,
Oh
totally.
wait, I do.
To be honest, my dream goal is like make enough money off affiliate ads to buy like a pizza once a year, like end of year celebration. Like we hit it, guys. We're getting a large pizza tonight.
Oh, but then you know what would be hilarious though is if it always determined what you would get at the end of the year celebration. So if you made like $50, then you could be like, all right, I'm spending all $50 on like a really nice dinner. But if you only made like $5, you'd be like, all right, guys, here's some Taco
Here's my
Bell.
ramen noodle
We got
pack.
some Little Caesars.
Yeah, I'll get a little cup
no.
of hot
I don't-
water, and I can show me dipping the
punishment.
ramen noodles in it.
Living the high life. That Twitch dream.
Ah, man.
Okay.
Sounds
Everything's a
so
mess
light.
because I swapped microphones.
My wife still wants me to act like a Twitch thought and like just
Take
take
your
my
tits
shirt
out.
off, flap my man boobs around. I'm like, yeah,
Blacker man.
she just wants to make fun of me and humiliate me. That's the only reason she wants me to do that.
You need a whiteboard
I-
behind you that you have to bend over to write on.
Yeah, when I retired and became a house dad, and of course to her, I'm the house bitch. She wants to
Of
get me
course.
like a little set of like
Naturally.
those little tight underwear, like chicks where they go up real tight, but she wants it to say bitch on the back in glitter. She wants me to wear that in like a little crop top.
Bradley, I've got something much better for you.
Oh no.
Told her
I
the
don't
only
like
way I
where
can
this
make
is
money
going
off of
already.
that is people sending me money to not do it.
Please buy some clothes.
As long as they're specifically these clothes.
Good thing you can't link to stream.
I'm glad that window's covered right now.
Made outfit.
Specifically a French maid outfit.
And so
I think
now
the
you
top
want
though needs
two
to be like, and
people
I've got
to wear
the T-shirt that's like the tuxedo T-shirt. Says
No,
I'm serious, but
you
I
need
still
the
like to party.
bonnet. You need the bonnet. Like the bonnet is what you really need. Like the bonnet from this dress, but this dress is a little sluttier, so maybe you don't need this one in particular. But take the bonnet from the second dress and then pair it with the first one.
I like the second one better.
Hey man,
Maybe it's just the chick that's wearing it. Maybe that's what's doing it.
maybe. Yeah, I like the second one better too.
You know what I like better than all of this?
Apples,
D&D.
apple.
You know what I like better than French maid outfits and D&D?
Apples.
I'm sure you'll tell
I
us.
have to look up what treat stream is. I don't even know what that is.
I like sleep a lot. Sleep's nice.
I request a bag of holding, but specifically a bag of apples, in which I just reach in and pick like a fresh apple off of a tree every time I reach in.
Oh, that's cool. Treat stream. That is badass. Receive food delivery. Let your friends and supporters send you food delivery. So you can put
Yeah,
that on
there's-
stream, and people are like, please feed me.
Mm-hmm.
Please
There's
feed
no
me.
way.
I
Feed me
really,
and my
I really
family.
need it.
That's funny.
Please
Like,
feed me and my
please.
family.
I remember at one point, I think it was EverQuest that tried it. Like you could type in the link to Pizza Hut when you were playing in chat, and then you could order and have it delivered to your house.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm too young to remember EverQuest.
Bunch of babies.
Oh, EverQuest.
Maybe you're a baby. You think about that. You baby.
Someone I am. Yeah.
Giant man baby.
Oh, sorry, I heard somebody say my name. Giant Man Baby. I was kind of
Yes.
zoning out for most of that conversation.
Yes, yes. Giant man baby. Yes, I was actually trying to order off your website, but I needed some help.
Okay, go ahead.
I want the I'm a giant man baby T-shirt in an extra large.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Is this
we're out of
working
the.
again?
I'm gonna have to transfer you to customer service.
Well,
It is
no,
in fact
but-
working again.
But they
Wow,
no.
like my entire USB hub just like crapped itself. I'm like, no, not again. So hang on, guys. We're gonna see how this actually works tonight.
Did you get a
Oh,
camera
can we go
order?
back
You
to
said.
bed?
I was looking at them.
I've got the C922 Pro.
Okay.
I
If
have the
that's any indication,
CR71 Blackbird.
Maybe C922X is how it's listed.
Cool. I'll go find that later. Note to self: C920.
On all links.
Dash 8X.
So, new faces I haven't seen yet.
Technically, you haven't seen any of the faces.
No, shut up.
All right.
Fortunately,
too
people
many
haven't
things
seen
open.
mine if they're watching.
That's true. I know what Brad looks like. Actually, you guys might have seen. I don't know if Emily ever shared. I think she posted
I have
photos
seen.
once.
I have seen both Emily's and your face.
Yes.
What?
Yes, my beautiful face.
At least Emily's cute. That's well, we can say that much.
Damn.
Yep, she
You gotta-
isn't.
You gotta look
she-
at the positive side of every shit show.
Oh,
Just with you.
oh.
My mom requested a child with white skin and blue eyes, and considering my genetics, I don't think that's possible.
Probably.
I'm sorry.
Okay, this,
what?
This isn't good.
When was this?
Today.
That is.
Why am I finding this out now while we're in chat with like 7 other people?
Because you've been busy all day.
I mean, what did
Okay,
I do?
fair.
Miss?
Since when is
Gattaca.
there request for specific babies?
Gattaca.
Yeah, I don't do. No. I don't do
Did you
that.
just find out that you're going to be a dad all of a sudden?
No.
Why am I finding this out on stream with 7 people and 2 of them I don't even know?
No, I'm finding out that apparently my girlfriend's mother is requesting a certain baby.
Wow.
Hey, you should.
She's in-lawing you.
That
That's
was
a good
fast.
sign. At least she must like you.
Doesn't
It's because
hate
he's white,
you
that's why.
entirely.
Oh my god. All right, this has died twice, so we're gonna try and see how long it keeps up. In the
What's
vein
that?
of that, my microphone.
Oh,
Yeah, I think this is a moving on moment.
The good news is the recap from last session is incredibly short. You guys fought a Cyclops, and somebody had a dream, and other people didn't.
Yay!
Yay, D&D!
did I get to buy more apples?
No.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
We're
I never
out.
thought about it, but I guess Warforged literally don't have dreams because I don't actually sleep.
You have
Warforged dream of electric
hallucinations.
sheep or
You beat me
steampunk.
to it.
Listen. You'll dream all right, but you might just be high when you dream.
How
They
would I
are
even get
technically
high?
They're technically part organic, so they can get high.
Yeah, but I don't ingest anything or breathe or drink.
Sounds like you're gonna need to do some heroin.
I was gonna say the only thing I can think of is like point blank injection, but my body is made of wood. You're gonna need some really heavy duty needle.
So, last time we wrapped up by having you guys make it the rest of the way up to Mapron Port. You were just rounding the bend and heading towards the city with your cart and 2 horses, which were thankfully unmolested by a cyclops in the forest.
Excellent.
And as you approach, you see some tall wooden palisade walls that kind of stretch out in either direction around a fairly circular town that wraps as both sides of the hillside or coast kind of slope into a tight V-shaped bay. And you see off in the distance, you can see some ships and sails moving around on the horizon. A lot of it's lost down in the details of the city itself, but you are approaching the outside of the city, and you know you have destinations further north. And I leave it to you to what you're doing from there.
So, real quick, I know the plan is to travel north, and are we here because we're going to secure passage north on a boat, or are we just here because this is between us and our destination?
Well, there's also a giant ocean between you and your destination, so
Okay,
I think
I wanted to be clear.
off-the-cuff suggestion before you left Haversham's was you probably want to grab a boat because you're destined further north.
Okay, cool. Did we say I'd been to this city before or no?
You kind of kept more towards the west, where the thicker forests were. The Boar Run Road kind of goes up into the western half of the continent, and then comes down to Silver Point.
Mm-hmm.
So you maybe once or
have
twice
any reason
just
to be familiar with anything in this city.
not by more than like, hey, I've seen the front of this place before. I helped someone get all the way to the stables or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's the most bustling city center in New Calia, so it's, I don't know what Will's stance is on like super dense populations, but this would be probably the most super dense population you could find on this this side of the world.
How's nature doing in and around this city? Is nature doing all right, or is nature kind of getting trampled on?
It's fine. You can see some smoke rising off like the left half of the city, the western half of the city, because there's a fair amount of noise of like, yeah, I wouldn't say industrial work, but forges and cartwrights and things like that. But it's not like summon Captain Planet, all the grass is dead. So
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we should work on finding ourselves some passage.
Will, roll me an intelligence check real quick.
Oh no.
His
Funny you
strong
say
suit.
Will and super dense a bunch in your comments.
Wait, intelligence. Hang on, that's just a straight roll. That's not a skill.
Straight
is it?
intelligence. I just want to see a straight intelligence roll.
Clearly,
Clearly, he's not that
not a good
intelligent.
one.
Will, you do remember that you did have to hand your cart off at the other end of the journey.
Yeah, of course I remember that.
Okay.
Huh.
No, we were
No,
gonna put it
moron.
on the boat.
No.
You're never getting that deposit back.
Wow, we are the worst.
What? I didn't put down a deposit on the boat. I mean, on the cart.
Are you guys... Uh-oh, then there's some problems. Are you guys rolling in? Are you... Is there anyone adverse to just, like, strolling straight into the city?
No.
So is it
No,
just us and Flint right now?
It's
Like
The
out
game.
out of game is
it's all of us
is
minus
Scott?
Scott right now.
Okay, Scott's not with us yet. Cool.
No.
Yeah. We're
right.
intentionally leaving him out, and not for misanthropic reasons.
Okay,
Oh.
it's
No,
because it's,
y'all are just
it's because
racist against robots.
yeah, it's because we're all racists, right?
Yeah.
I know I
Okay.
am.
Okay, well, Will would like to immediately turn in the cart and find the nearest apple stand.
Oh my god.
And here we go.
I just want to buy some apples. I won't make a big deal out of it. I want to buy the apples, and I want to
Like Will's already making a big deal. He like turns the cart in and then he's like, "Thank you, sir. Now where's your nearest apple stand? I need apples to survive." Apples
feel
are
like-
sustenance.
I feel like famous words in D&D, famous last words are, "I don't want this to turn into a thing."
Where's the apple stand?
You should hear about the apple
yeah,
cart they had in
fucking
Suzale,
apple.
man.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, there's a story
that's
behind
still
this.
I'd like to point out that I still own that cart. That's my property.
Yeah.
I did
That
purchase
was-
it.
That was
Thank God you don't
pre-streaming
have
days,
it.
so I don't have it recorded for posterity.
That's gonna be the next quest, is you going back to find that apple cart.
Literally, that's just it.
Oh man.
I carved my initials into the wood of the cart so I would know it was mine.
Sure. You find there's a set of stables just off the inside of the wall. So there's a little bit of like Main Street where not much is going on. There's a little bit of foot traffic in and out because outside of the walls there's still a bit of agriculture. A couple farms off to the west and the east. You hand off the cart, no problem. The stable hand there makes some kind of offhand mention about the horses looking a little bit stressed.
They smell like Cyclops.
Well, I'm about to be stressed.
them before.
I'm going to be very stressed if I don't find some apples, sir. Where's the nearest apple cart? Where can I buy
Pretty
apples?
much. There's like 5 or 6 different carts down. Oh shoot, my notes. I knew I forgot something. Hold on, guys. We're gonna have to scrap this session. I don't know what I'm doing.
He didn't. He lost his apple notes.
We gotta go.
Had 2 weeks to prep for this.
I'll see you guys tomorrow then.
No.
Try
he-
again.
He directs you down. So he points out across, and you're at like this pretty large, like open square. It runs straight up to the water's edge, probably 150 feet forward, and more wide than it is deep. So there's a little more distance to either side from the main gate. And you're off like in a far corner of it. And he points off to like there's 2 roads that kind of follow the V shape of the bay. He points on the one down the left, and says, there's like 5 or 6 different carts down Ash Street, which looks to be the thoroughfare on the western end of town.
Awesome, thank you.
No problem. Walks back and starts just talking to the horses softly. It's okay. I won't let the bad man hurt you.
Duh.
Oh yeah, I would like to give my last apple to my favorite horse. Whatever the horse's name is, because I already forgot.
Did it have a name?
I don't think you ever told me the name.
His name's Favorite.
Yeah, actually, that is his name. His name is
Favorite.
from now on Favorite.
I can't believe you didn't name him Apple, man.
So I go over to
Applejack.
Favorite and I say, Favorite, my last apple. You did good. Is it a girl or a boy?
Yes.
Roll an animal handling.
Wrong
It's a
kind of
boy.
handling.
Okay.
It's a boy.
It's a boy that's
before you
been earning money on the side.
You did good, boy, and I give him my last apple.
Oh my God, you're serious? That was actually the last apple.
Yep. I already zeroed
I
it out.
had to check his inventory sheet, guys.
Yeah, I zeroed it
That
out.
was- Okay. Okay.
Do you think he's been pressing? Where's the apples?
Oh
Yeah,
God.
So I would like to. I'd like to go get
Screw
some
rations.
apples now. Apples are my rations.
Sure. Will heads off. The rest of you guys.
I'll meet you guys at the docks. Bye.
Will roll a perception check for me.
Perception check.
If there's anything else the rest of you want to be trying to do at the same time, that's totally cool.
Or he's just checking in the sights. He hadn't been here before.
I will go off with Lucky.
Yeah, I actually will join Luck. Here.
Everyone's like, okay, let him go down.
We're gonna go
Okay,
look for
so
apples, and we're looking for the.
Of course, I'm gonna let Will go look for apples. What the fuck's so exciting about apples?
Fucking hell. It's Will.
sure. Will.
That's okay. Will doesn't need it. Oh wait, is somebody coming with Will?
Will does
No.
need an adult.
Okay, I was gonna say Will doesn't need anybody but himself. Will's not gonna cry. He's not
Yeah,
gonna find
Will
it
would
never
Yeah,
to
we're
cry.
going to the tavern, find some sausages.
Oh god. I forgot that's a thing.
It's one or the
It
other.
is a
Pocket
thing.
sausage.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Lucky has the
Jesus.
pocket sausage and Will has apples.
I hope you don't still have those.
No,
Those
no.
are pretty old.
Let me check.
So,
Oh, yeah,
Will,
he's
you
kinda
find a cart about half hour of wandering. There's the crowds get a little more dense on this side. There's a lot more trying to find the right word for it, but shopping basically happening on this end of town. As you look across the bay, you see about 3 different clumped sections of housing that seem to like be up further on the hill, and then all of like the docks of the town are on the opposite side from where you are. So it looks like you're on like the mercantile and the industrial side, and the ship building, ship care, and then all the homes seem to be on the east side.
Okay.
But you kind of make your way through the crowd for a little while. It takes you almost a half hour to find a decent selection of fruit, because like you come across a couple carts, but like that one's just got bananas, but they're kind of like really green and you're not quite sure where they came from. And this other one's just selling mushrooms. You kind of thought they were going to be apples, but you picked one up and were very disappointed. Third cart though, you do find some apples.
Excellent. How many?
It's a cart full.
I'll take the whole
How
cart.
much for the cart?
How much for the cart?
They've got 2 like bushel baskets just sitting in the center of the cart. You got red apples and yellow apples. Apparently they decided to
Ooh.
sort them by color.
Ooh, I'd like a dozen of each.
A kind of hunched old lady turns around. Apples, eh?
Yes, ma'am. May I please purchase 1 dozen of both the red and the yellow?
The nanny smiles.
Sure.
And
Yep, no problem.
What do I owe you, ma'am?
A dozen each? 2 gold.
Holy shit, those are expensive apples.
I give her 3 gold. Thank you, ma'am. I collect my apples and I'm on my way.
I don't think he paid me enough. You just kind of hear that as you wander off. All right, Will, you got your apples.
Yay.
And they're not poisoned or anything.
They're not poisoned or anything until you catch someone injecting random shit into your apples.
As Will is off finding apples, I'm just watching his inventory fill up.
Oh, and I start eating one of the reds.
It's all right. A little mealy.
God damn it! I thought you were gonna say I start eating one of the reds, and he was gonna say make a Constitution check.
Not
Just
yet.
make an intelligence check. Oh, you grabbed a yellow.
It's not that bad. Come on, guys. Will's level 5. He survived this long.
It's true.
Yeah, he survived. He survived.
Somehow.
I would just
So
like
the
to point out that Will has a +0 to intelligence.
But it's not a negative.
That's
Just-
true.
Let's give him that. It's not. The non-Will party, or the apple-free party. What are you guys looking
Would that
for?
be the sausage party?
No.
Seth Rogen?
No.
So, sausage party.
Looking
How
for
dare you.
a tavern with good sausages.
Yeah, let's...
What was the
Whoever's-
actual reason for us coming to this place? I've slept since then.
Yeah.
We're gonna find a
To
boat.
get a boat.
Same.
Yeah, speaking of
the-
which, that's where Will goes when he's done with his apples.
Okay, so... One thing at a time.
Tracking down fragments
To
of this.
the boat. I love that.
Yes. There's only one.
Yes. What?
There's only one.
The
One
answer
boat?
is yes.
Yeah. There's only one.
Yeah, it's
Why
just,
we're
just
here.
like there's a giant flashing marquee above it too that says the boat, and there's an arrow pointing down on top of it.
And its name is the Highlander.
So you guys are just looking for a tavern, is that? No. So yeah, you started in like the center of New Calia, the southern continent area, and the kind of rough like illusionary map that Felix drew for you guys in his study showed where you are now, like that landmass, and then there's the northern landmass, which Flint is familiar with because that's where he used to live.
Hold on. Are you implying I don't live there anymore?
In the immediate tense.
Wasn't it destroyed?
Well, you can't prove that.
That's what we're trying to do.
So, yes, just a couple steps back. Felix's next artifact that he needs you guys to pick up is he can't get a good beat on it, so he kind of gave you a big kind of fuzzy red mark, which took up most of the northern kingdom. But at the top end of that fuzzy mark area is where Flint came from. And the deal you guys struck in the bookstore was that, hey, Flint's hometown is seeing some shit. If you help him go there and try and save his family, then he'll sign up and help Felix try and find these elusive artifacts, or at least this next one.
Right.
So your destination then was north, and since none of you guys have teleport locations anywhere up there and can't fly, a boat travel up from the port was the next suggested idea. And everyone just seemed to kind of go, okay.
I mean, well, we're supposed to argue about it?
Well, now, technically, you said we can't fly, but if we give me 8 hours of rest, we can.
Oh my god. Don't you fucking start this shit, Mr. Man.
How long does your spell last?
Not nearly long enough.
Up to 10 minutes.
You're gonna make it a great, like, 5 miles out over the ocean and then drop. You just tread water there. Hold on, guys. Give me another 8 hours.
We just tread water.
I can cast it twice. You just need a back holding for everybody to get in.
Anyway.
So, that's why you're here.
Yes.
Are there any other gaps I need to fill in?
No, so
How
that
am I?
means Flint
I
gets
knew
the
I-
lead. We're in his hood.
We're
Not
not
yet.
there yet.
Close enough.
Not close enough.
As you
You
guys
have
are
to
having
take
this...
a boat to get into areas that I'm even like heard of. All right, this is all just land outside of shit I care about.
I would
So as
imagine,
you guys
are you a
are-
mountain dwarf? Are you a mountain dwarf,
Yes.
Garrett? I imagine your character may have never even seen a boat before.
Probably.
Like, the concept of ocean to you is, like, super foreign. Like, the first time you look out on it, you're like, I already have motion sickness. Like, you're not even on the water yet, you're like, I'm gonna hurl.
Yeah. Why is it moving?
Well, we have to get there. Jeez.
Who let the dogs out?
So while you guys are having this argument about who should be leading the party, you hear in the middle of the crowd, kind of around you, a barker that's kind of walking along, eventually shouts,
Is his name Bob?
"Suck!" I don't know. You'll have to talk to him later.
Well, then he'd be Bob Barker.
Oh my god.
I know.
Anyway.
I was just gonna let that one slide under the table.
Sorry.
Boo.
Oh, it's that night, isn't it?
Boo.
Cyclops still at large. Farm people still fearing for their lives. Bounty still present at the keep.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh yeah, who got the eye?
Me.
Oh wait, never mind. Will's not there. Will's off getting apples. Never mind.
I'm going to overhear this and I don't know. I'm gonna grab some of the less annoying people from the group and
So you're going by yourself?
yeah, me and
So he's going by
So
himself.
less annoying. So basically, just
I'm gonna grab Tony and I'm gonna be like,
Me, of all people.
Yeah,
yes.
like
The one who
it's
wants to
between
steal
Tony.
your so-called slab.
Listen, we dealt with this. You bought me a health potion. We're cool now.
It's between
Come on.
Tony, me,
Okay,
and
okay.
maybe Luck.
Problem
Okay,
with worms
so-
in the apples this season.
Oh God, just no.
I'll tug on Tony's sleeve and be like, "You heard that? You want to gang it to Kate?"
Excuse me?
He was having a seizure.
Oh, is my internet being really, really shitty?
No, I could just barely make out your brogue there.
Oh, okay.
Same.
You want
I ain't too strong.
to?
Then he's just talking Scottish properly if you can understand him.
I did read up all the Scottish tweets to learn the best bro.
Oh,
Let's go to the keep. There's a little bit of a bounty.
yeah. Yeah, sure, we can go do that. Where are we gonna reconvene?
I'm gonna look back at the guys screaming about sausages, and I'm gonna look back at Tony and be like,
Oh,
I'm not
don't
worried
even,
about
you
it.
know what? Yeah, let's just go.
Will and Lucky having a discussion with the finer points of their various food choices.
Listen, if Will
Wait,
and
what?
Lucky were in
Will-
the same
Will is
room
in
right
here.
now, right?
You leave Will out of this.
So I guess Lucky and Avarice, or what's this? Yeah, Avarice. See Tony and Flint walking away.
Okay.
In any random direction.
I mean, I'm gonna walk towards the Barker to ask him about where I can get that fat dough.
Last shut
Oh.
down Discord.
What?
I'm on Discord on my phone and I swiped up on Discord, so like it closed it out, so it hung up.
Oh, I
Nice.
thought you were just like you were done with everybody. You're like, I'm just gonna shut down Discord.
Bye, bitches.
No, that makes more sense. Sure. So as you head over towards the Barker, he's kind of just walking along his usual route, not really looking at the people around him. No, seriously, don't eat the apple. Oh, hi.
Yeah, you shouting about a bounty around here?
He looks down at the sheet he's been reading from. Yeah, the Cyclops bounty. Talk to the. I can't read my own handwriting. Hold on. Talk to Keeper Yancey Grayshaw at the Solemn Keep. That's like the stockades.
Oh,
It's that way.
stockades.
He points
That-
behind
that way?
himself, like straight down Ash Street, which is the one that Will originally went down. It's the really big, scary-looking fuck-off building at the end. You can't miss it.
Right. Perfect.
Anything else?
What's your name?
Jasper?
Oh, thank God. Nice meeting you, Jasper.
Right, Mr. Right.
Right.
just kind of infers from the silence for a second and just puts his paper away and starts wandering back off. Cyclops bounty might not be around.
Yeah, we're gonna go off to the spooky fuck off keep.
Sure. You foot down Ash Street there, passing significant numbers of food carts and some different industries up on the hill.
Do
You
we
can
see
hear.
Will leaving an apple cart?
Roll a perception check.
Fuck.
And unfortunately, he's wearing a cloak of elven kind.
Tony, do you want to get on this action?
You know what?
Yeah, Tony's got like a built-in will tracker.
Unfortunately.
Wait a minute. That was weird.
Yes.
What?
Well, I watched the die roll onto the table, and it showed a 15, and then his skill rolled a 7.
Hell of a minus there.
I'm very curious.
I mean, I saw a 7.
You said,
Okay.
damn it. It's like, I was like, why? You hadn't rolled yet. I'm like, oh, he probably rolled in the tower or something. And then like 30 seconds later, I see it pop up on the screen.
Who knows?
Tony,
what's
get in
going
on this hot rolling action of dice.
If
What am I rolling?
Perception.
For what?
To smell will.
Ugh. I don't need to smell that.
Oh.
But yet I do.
no, you catch out of the corner of your eye as you guys are. You have your destination set much further down the street. You do see Will handing a couple coins over to a kind of confused-looking old woman.
And I just grab him by the sleeve and just yank him over. Like, come on, that's enough.
Oh, Tony, would you like an apple as well?
No. Behave. Let's go.
You guys got some sausages. You
What
want
about
some?
you, Flint? Or is this Flint? Who is this? Is this Flint?
Yes.
Okay, Flint, would you care for an apple? I have red and I have yellow.
At this point, Lucky and Average come strolling back up. I found us some sausages.
Sure.
And I look towards Flint. And I'm like, we'll never be short of food in this party.
He's gonna be he's gonna just like look down and be bummed out for a moment. Be like, think I'd be rid of these idiots. Even for a moment.
As he's bitching, I just stuff a sausage in his mouth. I'm like, this will make you happy.
I'm not gonna let that sausage penetrate my mouth hole. Alright.
Sure. Oh man.
Shall we
Try
make,
that again and I'll
shall we
smite
make
your
some
pants
opposing
off.
checks here?
Yes, that's just what I was
who
looking
would
back
like to-
through. It's been a couple weeks.
Do you
Who
want
would like
to?
to,
Do you want to play that game with me?
So who would like to go and take a look at all the boats?
Hold on, they're having a sausage fight.
Please don't.
But Will doesn't want to be a part of the sausage fight.
You
Will wants
aren't.
to find a boat.
Try. He doesn't want it. I eat the sausage.
Okay.
Tony.
You want me to waste my portent die to win?
What's going on?
Bro, I'm as lost as you are.
Can
I'm
we
gonna
go find
look
a
over
boat?
at Will and I'm gonna be
I'm
like,
half asleep.
somebody wants to pay for the Cyclops.
Duh.
Oh. How much?
Well, let's go find out.
Didn't
Okay,
you hear
we'll
Cry
get the
talking
money.
about that?
We'll get the money for the Cyclops first, and then we'll go get a boat.
Listen, I left my wallet at home.
Yes, so all the Cyclops money goes for the boat.
Sure.
Unless you don't want to get home.
Can we just go
Yes. Where are we going?
to the big spooky fuck off mansion?
Does Will see a big spooky fuck off mansion?
He doesn't see a mansion, but there is a very stalwart-looking stone building at the end of Ash Street that kind of sticks up above some of the smaller buildings that are built close to the water.
Take
Okay.
it
Oh,
actually shortcuts to get there.
It must be that one over there. And Will starts walking towards it.
What was that about shortcuts?
I just linked it.
You've never
Unable
even been here.
Unable to create
But it
window
doesn't
with
say
data
half of them grew
source.
open the city.
Oh.
You know the secret pattern of flow of to cities and can find passage through urban sprawls and others would miss.
Oh, sure.
I'm used to
In this
growing up on the
case,
street, so I can see like, oh, I know there's going to be an outlet over here.
I
Yep.
mean, as from what I've been described to so far, it's literally down the street.
yeah, I was gonna say the shortcuts, like you weave through some crowds a little bit quicker, but it's like a straight shot. Like the city isn't laid out in a weird sprawl. It's it just hasn't had that many centuries to grow. So there are like two main streets. One goes down the left side of the bay, and one goes on the right. And the bulk of the keep there is just sitting at the end of the street down the left.
We get there and I see, told you I could get us here quicker.
You dense fuck.
He's stressed. All right, so you make your way up to the Solemn Keep, which just has a very like small wooden sign that's placed up above the two double doors in the front. But inside, there's like a wooden desk, only like 3 or 4 feet in. There's 2 like locked doors to either side of it, and a gentleman with like a definitely relaxed beer gut. He's wearing the same kind of sash that you've seen on some of the other guard in the city. Incidentally, you have high enough passive perception. You've been picking some of this stuff up, but nobody asked. There are you do see elements of like city guard in the area. They don't really have a unified armor set. Like it's just, it seems to be a little more homebrew, like whatever they
what you
have
bring
available.
from home.
Exactly. But they do all have a unifying like crimson sash that sits across. So that's kind of the mark of the cops, so to speak. So he's got the same, only it's got like a little bit of gold braiding on either side. Thick like brown mustache and short brown beard. And he's just kind of leaning back in the chair behind the desk there, twirling a pencil in his fingers.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Leans forward.
My companions and I are here to inquire about a bounty for a Cyclops.
Bounty for... Oh, the Cyclops. Excellent. Claps his hands together. Oh, I'm going to need to go find that. Hold on. He kind of scoots his chair back slowly and...
He empties his pockets.
I put that bounty around here somewhere. He opens up the cookie jar. Didn't stuff it in the rainy day fund.
Goes off to the side briefly.
Takes
you
his
hear him
piggy bank
shuffling
out,
through some
smashes
papers.
Takes the fucking maul and breaks open his piggy bank.
And then kind of hobbles himself back over. Looks like he's not really worked out much in a while, sitting too much, and plops himself back down in the chair with a huff, puts the paper down. So let's see, that's wow, it's 1,000 gold. How you gonna prove you earned 1,000 gold?
Flint.
Well, sir, with this, and he points at I assume it's Flint, who has the bag of holding.
A dwarf?
No. It's not the dwarf, but it's what the dwarf has. Flint, would you please?
I'm gonna look over at him and be like, hammer?
No, your bag of holding.
No, seriously, I'm really not following this, guys. What's going on?
Flint will open the bag and dig around for a moment, and then grab the eye by the nerve and pull it out of his bag.
Holy! Wow! Yep, I'll be right back. And gets up much quicker and just kind of disappears through a back door for a minute. You guys kind of sit there for an awkward, 2 or 3 minutes.
Excellent. Excellent.
Comes back in with a napkin over his mouth. Well, yes. Perfect. So, yep, that's definitely not from anything smaller than a Cyclops.
I'm gonna hold it up and closer to his face, be like, this?
Oh, God. Okay. Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to put that eyeball back on the table.
Ollie
will
will
write on his documents. And
I'll
stuff.
just hold on to it for now.
Hold on to it like it's a lantern.
Yep.
Lighting this room. Lighting this room.
I offer the guard an apple, and I say, "Would an apple perhaps help you out there, sir?"
Oh,
my
no
God.
food right now, thank you. Please no. Anyway,
Okay, Will shrugs
just
and eats
for-
the apple himself.
That sausage. Okay, shove it back in my pocket.
I'm not gonna ask how long that's been there.
I just got him.
You did interesting lot. Anyway, just so checking, making sure this is on the up and up. Can you describe about where you encountered this creature? Just
Over there.
Yes, and we describe it with perfect detail.
Just outside of town. Just off the beaten path.
right. Flips the page over, and you see like some hand scrawled notes on the back. Yep, that word's in there. Okay.
I'll mention that it was between the. Where did we leave again? I don't remember where we left from. What was the fucking town called?
Silver Point.
Silver Point. I have that written down. It's just there we go. Like,
Mhm.
small town.
He says because I can't look at his desk.
Yes.
It's just covered in notes, guys. It's like a beautiful mind. You have no idea. No, okay,
gorgeous.
so he seems, satisfied with that answer. Goes to the side where there's like a lockbox kind of built into the wall. Pulls out a set of keys, opens it up, pulls out a small chest, brings it over to the desk, and sets it right down. Opens it up, and there is a nice pile of gold sitting in the box. Yep, that's, boy, thought that was going to stay there for a while. Can you describe maybe how
Let's
you,
be honest,
you took
sir.
down...
Do you want us to describe in more detail?
I'm in the middle of fucking Will opening his mouth for the 1 millionth time so far. I'm gonna like swing my hammer down onto the table, not hard enough to break it, but enough to thunk it pretty good, and I'm gonna just look him square in the eyes.
I'm kind of disappointed you didn't just pull I'm kind of just disappointed you didn't pull the eye out of the bag again and show it to him. Like, we took his eye out. What more? Like, how do you think we killed it?
Yeah, we snuck up and took his eye out. He's
Yeah.
fine, but he's just really pissed off.
Yeah, it's like, what were you? How did you kill
So
it?
it's-
No, we tickled his bunghole until he died.
With blade and bow, no more.
So as you look up from bringing your hammer down, he's got like a different, like, well-thumbed notebook out with his pencil ready, and his eyes have gotten huge. And got it. So hammer. Yep.
Hole.
That'll make. Oh yeah. Sword, and how did you put it, little halfling fellow there?
Bolt and blade.
Boat and that sounds so good. Yes, that'll work perfectly. All right. Closes his notebook and puts it in his back pocket. Yep. So, hey, while you're here, you wouldn't have happened to kill either of these gentlemen either, would you? And he grabs two other, like, they look more aged and curled at the corners, and like the paper's cracking a bit. But he puts two more bounty notices out on the table, and you see one is a dwarf. He's got like a beard. I mean, it's all hand drawn, but he's got a beard, but it's been like shaved close to his face, so it's only like an inch or two long. His head's shaved except for like about a 2-inch wide mohawk that's peeking out from under a hood that he has on. The other gentleman is like a thin, elven features. He's got this like pencil mustache and this long scar across his left cheek. But they both bounty notices say wanted for murder on multiple counts, petty theft, desecration of a place of worship. They're both worth.
Or,
Go ahead.
Does the dwarf look similar to like the ones that maybe attacked my sweet hometown?
Possibly. They don't look unique or like
I just wondered if
in-
it looked more like a hill dwarf or like somebody I might recognize.
So they're both wearing hoods because these were basically descriptions given to the person trying to draw this. So there aren't a whole lot of really defining features. They were just able to talk about, like how long was
It
his
was-
beard,
It was a dwarf who had a mohawk with a short beard, basically.
By the way, I'm
Yes.
having some audio issues, so I'm just going to be right back. I'm gonna see if I can fix it.
Okay,
It won't be but a second.
sure. As I was about to say, Avarist, you do recognize this person. But no, that it could have been one of the dwarves that was attacking your city, but nothing really stands out. Like, you didn't recognize them, you didn't know any of them personally from the other town, so there's nothing really there to clue off of. Is my audio still working?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
Do they have extra copies of those for us to carry?
Hold on, wow. Now everything sounds super quiet to me.
Uh-oh.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yep, you sound
Yeah,
fine.
I can hear you.
Fine.
Wow, you're coming through like super quiet now. What happened?
Yeah, now I can hear you really well. Can you hear me?
Try
Yep.
disconnecting and reconnecting.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
do that one
That
second.
too.
Try turning it off and
What
on.
about now?
Someone say something?
Something.
Hello.
Wow, it's just like super muted. What the hell?
Check
So
the
what
individual levels to make
happened?
sure something didn't get messed up there somehow.
Cause like I had to disconnect and reconnect 2 times.
Well, it's weird you're saying it's slow, but I'm hearing people echo off of you, including myself.
Off of me?
No.
Off
Brandon.
of break.
Oh.
Whoa, that's weird. I mean, like, it's coming into my headphones, so there's no way it should even be echoing.
I thought it was you. I'm hearing echo though.
It's definitely
Oh, now I see that Alucard lost connection to the server.
I mean, I disconnected for a hot second there.
No, I mean
Yeah, me
the
too.
Fantasy Ground server.
Oh.
Nick?
I say I haven't got that message.
I think it's his little red dot.
What the hell is going on tonight? Hold on.
Guess you have a full
Try
queue and
this.
want to play. That's what happened. And he's gone.
Poof!
And echo went away too.
Well, good night, guys. It was great.
He'll be back.
Don't you-
Yeah, I
Don't
sure
you
love getting to
dare.
play D&D. Oh wait,
You'll be fine.
Any better?
Hello.
Hello.
Mimi, did you have to close Discord?
No. Well, it's because I'm using it on my phone and it just kind of like glitched out.
It's a cool reverb
And-
echo in there.
There it goes. It's not like the echo is terrible unless we get loud.
Yeah, but it's very
I get to-
noticeable.
It is noticeable.
Mimi sounds good.
Hey.
Whoa, hey, everyone there?
Yep.
No.
Who are we missing?
So I'm not the only one that glitched out then?
Yeah, I'm not hearing the echo now too.
Oh, okay. And I just came back from losing audio again.
It was Nick's fault.
What'd I do?
Well, when you finally left the channel, like the echo went away.
Oh,
Oh, well, no, I also turned something down. Like, if I turn this back up to here, do you hear people echoing?
Test.
hello, testing.
No.
The echo's
That's
mostly
weird.
gone now.
Okay, I can also hear everybody at normal volume again.
Nice.
I don't know what's going on with
Anyway,
this system.
Do
we
they have
have
extra
our-
copies of the wanted sheets?
That's a good question. I've really just left these two on the table for a while.
Say if they do, we'll take copies with us.
Hold on, I
Well,
probably have
hang
more in
on,
the back.
hang on. How long do we plan to be in town? Are these people even here?
Well, it's always good to know who's trying to kill people in the area, you know?
If we meet them somewhere else.
You know, like a boat, maybe. Just, a place they could
But
possibly
why
be.
would they be on a boat? They're not going to the north to save Flint's town.
But they may be running from this one.
Shit,
It's
dude,
the
I didn't
only
realize
reason
the
anyone
only...
gets on a boat.
Yeah, you stole it, no! That's the only reason anybody would fucking get on a boat.
That's the only reason I'm getting on a boat.
The logic, it's flawless.
The
I've
Nina,
never heard
the Pinta, the Santa Maria.
anything
The
quite
who?
like it.
Boats and hoes.
Oh, okay. I'm more of an Enterprise fan myself.
Okay. Well, wait. Where'd I go?
I'm also referring to the aircraft carrier, not the starship.
Got my flippy floppies.
I'm on a boat, bitch.
Like a Boss was still the best song they ever put out. And only for
Yeah,
the
it is.
one part when he throws the cake on the ground. Honestly, that one part is better than anything else they put out.
Hey, did you ever see the movie?
What movie?
The I forgot. Let me find out what it's called. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's the Lonely Island did a movie.
Oh.
It's great.
Oh, you know what? I guess also in the Like a Boss video, there's also the part when he says, "This is not my dad. This is a cell phone." Let's not forget that part
Wow.
exists too.
I did forget, but I've thankfully been reminded.
This
Hey
is a
guys,
cell. Yeah.
AFK 1 second. I'll be right back.
No, you're not allowed to.
And like that, he's gone.
Yeah, pop star, never stop stopping. Never stop, never stopping. Yeah.
Like a boss?
You mean the song Throw It on the Ground, Scott?
Oh, that is like threw it on the ground. I said like a boss. I'm an idiot.
And I threw it on the ground.
Okay, where to start? Ever since I was born, I loved...
Alright, I'm bored now.
I'm bored.
Hi now.
There, then watch that trailer.
I don't want to.
Yep. Okay. He brings you back a couple copies of the wanted posters, so you've got one of each. It looks like they were printed up about a year ago. So you got that.
What? How would we
What?
know that it's a year old? That seems obvious.
You would have to defer to Flint or... Well, no, Will, you know what year it is in your neck of the woods?
Well, of course I know what year it is.
It's printed on the decree, like when these things were wanted for...
Okay.
You know, when the...
Listen.
It's official state documentation, man.
Okay.
You got copies of them, but this is when they were initially put out for... Anyway. Never mind, I just won't give you any details you don't ask for.
No, I appreciate it, Brandon. Thank you.
I think we're good now.
You think it's working?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, here,
I kept
I got-
not hearing you guys.
Sure.
Yep.
What?
Absolutely
Never mind.
atrocious. Absolutely atrocious.
As you left at, like, the best moment possible.
Why?
Yeah, we're talking about Lonely Island.
No, that's not why. That's never why.
That's always why.
On a
So-
boat, bitch.
The two... Will's just going to take damage.
Roll, just straight roll a d20. That's how much damage you take.
Oof.
The two wanted posters slid across the table that he was asking about to see if you would also happen to take care of any of his other work. One of them you don't recognize, but it's two hooded figures. The other one is the spitting image of your brother, only with a new haircut.
Oh,
my God.
lovely. And we're attacked by them?
No, yes, you're attacked by pieces of paper. These are wanted posters.
Oh, wanted post. Oh, I fucking can't hear half of this, but I think I just need to replug my headset again.
Okay. So that's all. You just Avarice recognizes that pretty much immediately.
Good. You hear me?
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, I can still hear you.
Well, his first reaction is, why am I not surprised in the trouble?
Well, you shouldn't be surprised, Avarice. They're on wanted posters.
That's my brother.
Oh.
You're what now?
Oh.
I'm not associated with this man.
We all just kind of like edge away from.
Well, Will offers an apple out to Avarice in
Can I
solidation.
offer you an apple in these
What does
trying
it say he did? Out of curiosity.
So the paper lists specifically. They're
no
both
order.
They're both listed as known for being agents of the Five, murder on multiple counts, petty theft, desecration of a place of worship.
Do we know what the thing
I
beside
mean,
is?
I know he got in
Mm-mm.
trouble in the past, but this is a little too much for him, Ethan.
Well, let's see. What would that be? I'm gonna see if you can roll for.
I always
What
pick
would
the
you need to
worst
know?
time to fuck up.
No, Will or Avarice, I'm not gonna you're not rolling to recognize him or anything. You know who it is.
Yeah.
Wait, why would Will?
No, not Will. Avarice. I said the wrong
Okay.
name, but then you
Oof.
clued in on it anyway because,
Scared me.
Pavlovian. Yeah, anybody who wants to try, roll a history check.
History?
Oh, I would love to roll for some history.
Is this relevant to me?
Yeah, you can try if you want.
I have a +0.
Pew! Wow, that was actual dog shit.
Wow, that's actual dog.
I don't think it's better than. I don't think you can do as good as I did. So.
Could have had a minus.
But you had a +1.
Yeah, but she rolled a 1, which is an automatic fail.
Not really. Once outside of combat, can't technically succeed.
It's technically true.
It doesn't really ring any bells for anybody. Will, the most you've heard the
I'm sorry,
phrase before.
Will knows the most?
Will didn't even roll.
No, he rolled in the tower. Do you see the little funky chess piece icon in the bottom right?
What a bitch.
In the bottom right.
Looks like a rook from chess.
Yeah, I see that.
If you drop your dice there, no one else can see what you rolled except me.
Oh, okay.
And you can also right-click on it, unlock it, and move it to someplace more convenient. And if you've got a widescreen or something.
I like to be pleasantly surprised.
Will, it's maybe. I mean, it's such a nondescript moniker for somebody to be associated with. It kind of itches at the back of your head. Maybe I've heard that this is something's called this, but that's as close as you get.
Did I ever am I thinking maybe I saved somebody who told me about them, or maybe I killed someone who worked for them, or something like that? Or is it
No,
just maybe
was-
somebody was talking and I just heard?
Yeah,
someone talk?
you were grabbing a drink at one point,
Okay.
and it was hushed tones. That's as much as you can really associate with the phrase right now.
All right, Will doesn't
You,
say anything. So
You seen your brother recently?
No. Been a long time.
Would you say you two were close?
No.
So basically, if I put you in the back of the jail cell there, he won't come and try to free you, and then I could catch him that way, right?
No. He'd more likely try to kill me.
Well, that does seem to be on brand. Well, shit. Yeah, keep the copies. If you happen to find them, that'd make a great next chapter. I mean, yes, that'd be wonderful to get that done. Yep.
Good.
Anyway, cheers! He reaches under the desk and pulls up like a big mug of ale. He's like, hoists it in front of you guys and takes a sip. Job
Sorry,
well
man,
done.
it's being a real big piece of.
Everyone's
right now.
internet is being a big piece of poop.
Man, it's
I mean,
made
mine's
bad.
actually perfectly.
It might be the server technically.
Mine's actually fine. I haven't had any issues.
Yeah, mine's no.
Well,
issue.
shut up, Scott.
I'm with you, Scott. Don't worry about it, man.
Hey,
Yeah, y'all can just suck it.
Yeah, you're with the guy with an ego problem and a Twitch viewership lower than my fucking shoe size.
I was going to ask
Wow,
you about that.
hurtful.
Seven motherfuckers in this game, and I got 2 viewers. One's me. What the fuck's up with this?
Why would I need to view a game I'm not even in yet?
You know what's going on.
No, I don't. Not really.
It's the easiest way to go back 15 seconds and double check something. All right. Did any any other questions for the gentleman here in the keep?
Nope.
Go find our boat.
No. All right. Let's go get the
By the
boat.
way, my character seems just really in thought, but goes quiet.
You must gather your thoughts before venturing forth.
God damn.
They're all on Twitch too.
I fucking hate you
I
guys.
gather thoughts.
That was a horrible phrase. Jesus.
Gather your thoughts.
Yes, I know.
I get it.
Make your way around the city. You have to ask a couple people, and whoever's helming that. If Will does it, then he goofs it somehow because of apples. I don't know.
Oh, Jesus.
No, you guys are. You make your way over towards where you see a lot of the boats pulled up. Asking a couple folks, they all direct you to the wharf master's office, which is kind of actually built out on the docks over the water. Seems to be at the center of a lot of activity, things being pulled off ships. You look out in the bay, there's actually a deep water, like stone wharf that's been set up out there. There's some larger ships are pulled up against, and then like little dinghies are pulling things in to the coast. But the wharf master's office just has a sign to the right of it. It says, Wharf Master Hillister Gore.
So we're at the wharf master's door.
You've been directed that way to if you're looking to secure passage on a ship.
Do I knock on the door politely?
Roll a dexterity check. Now you go.
All right. Hello.
A human gentleman, lost most of his hair by now, glasses, looks up to you from some papers and charts that are on different walls. Yeah, what can I do for you?
Hello. We're looking to secure passage north.
Passage north. Any destination in particular?
What's the best city to sail to get north? I guess where are we trying to go? I don't know if this is Will's
The
territory or
closest
not.
to Grimspire.
For some reason, you ask what's the easiest city to get to for going north, and I just wanted to say North City.
North Pole.
It's just North City. It's like, oh, okay, cool.
I don't know North City, but I know South City on the northern island.
The closest possible shore to Dungarim.
Oh, Grimspire's on the north end of Castelog there. You're gonna hit the south end pretty quickly.
But what if we sailed around it and went north?
I don't think anybody pulled into the docks right now is gonna be interested in sailing all the way around the coast. Hold on. There's only a couple boats in that would even be taking passengers. Most of them just take, stone.
Do these stones have words on them that I can read?
It's just like, turns
I
out
know,
they
I'm
mass
just
produce these things. They're made by Mattel.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna get myself an Apple tablet.
Are you gonna eat it?
That went right over my head because I'm digging through so many notes right now.
No, it'll take me to the Apple dimension. It's
So,
called Will OS.
Let's see.
Comedic genius.
My handwriting sucks.
Can I use my perception to check? Does his handwriting actually suck?
If only
Sure,
there was
you
this
can-
invention called Notepad that you could type onto.
No, I'm digging through my notes.
Fuck Notepad. That's just for chumps.
Actually, it's on a MacBook Pro, so it's notes.
Everything that I write is from a pencil onto a napkin.
And then those get thrown away.
Yes.
So, I got 2 ships. You can try and get a hold of either of the captains. They, well, here, let me just. One's. Who just left?
As?
I guess.
As.
Yep, okay. You could either talk to the captain of the Crestbreaker, that'd be Captain Sarah, or the captain of the Tidekeeper, that'd be Ducklin. I think Ducklin just pulled in this morning. So you probably find him in the tavern somewhere. Sarah's actually getting ready to head out tonight. I think.
Interesting.
I think. Hold on. He goes over to a chart on the wall. Yeah, she's looks like they're headed towards Nisthay.
Where's that at?
Alright, that was weird. Okay. Moving on.
Is he pointing at a map?
If you give me a second here, you see that he's starting to point his finger at a particular map.
By the way, Discord's being drunk.
Are you just
Do we
drunk?
possibly have access to this map?
It's
I'm-
very
I-
possible.
Oh, I shared it, but it didn't automatically populate it for you guys. God,
No, you did share a map with us. Where is it?
Okay, I'm dropping it in chat, and it doesn't like.
Is it Tessamir Routes?
Yes. If I
Okay.
can actually make this freaking link show up. I can't make the link show up.
I can
That's
see it, though.
awesome. Do I need to drag the name? Nope.
Aha. I found it in images.
There, I
Right.
finally did it.
Actually, that was me.
Seriously?
Yeah, I dropped it into the actual, not like into the chat, but into the actual little chat box where you type.
That's what I was doing. I did both.
Oh.
I've dropped it like 8 times.
Well, here, let's see. Was it
Did
actually
you
me?
drop it like it was hot?
No, that's what I forgot.
Okay, maybe it was
So
you because
where
I
are
tried
we
doing
right
it
now?
again.
You're in Mayburn Port at the south end.
So, Niz,
Of
is,
course.
is
Okay,
Nizhday
Neighborport
the
is the-
closest that we can get?
Well,
Is Moore's End closer to where we're trying to get to, or is Nizhday as close as we're going to get?
I haven't sailed in a while, but I can tell you, depending on which route your captain's gonna take, that can be 3 to 5 days difference. And then, man, I haven't traveled the roads up in Arconis there for a while, so your guess is as good as mine on how much closer that is to your destination. I just know who's sailing.
What is this marking on your map, the empty shoals? What is that?
Shoals that are empty of everything.
It's a shallows, kind of a reef situation up in the middle there. If you have a good enough captain, they can sail through the middle. It shaves a couple days off your time. Otherwise, the currents push you to either side.
That sounds suspiciously like the location that perhaps metagaming occurs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, well, Will's completely unfamiliar with sea terms, but he understands shaving a couple days off travel. That sounds amazing. Let's go straight through there.
Yeah.
Why doesn't everyone go through there?
It'll be dangerous, but sure.
Oh, that's okay. You know, living life itself is dangerous.
Okay. I'm not
Where
even
are these
drunk.
two captains?
He points the finger guns at you after that statement, like 3 fingers are missing.
Worse.
Now, where are those two captains that we can speak to?
Sarah's gonna be down. Look for the big red sails cargo ship. About, I don't know. He has to get up and look out the window. 4 berths down from here, toward the sea. Ducklin, he just pulled in recently, so you're gonna have to go find him at the tavern. Usually he's in the Tilted Turtle.
Tilted
turtle.
Well, that
Love
sounds amazing. Thank you so much for your help, sir.
Yeah. Enjoy.
As do you. And Will leaves.
He gives another finger guns because that's the only thing he can do.
He goes to do like the surfer wave, like with the thumb and pinky thing, and the pinky's like all
Yeah.
gone. Just
All right.
This poor
been
guy.
cheated
So Will will suggest that we go find Sarah first, since it seems like she
probably
might.
the closest one.
She's probably the closest, and if it's a cargo ship, then certainly it's got space for us on it.
Unless the cargo's actually being used.
I mean, it could
Oh,
be.
by the way, did he offer us pictures of the wanted posters?
the guy back in the keep did. You're at the Wharf Master now.
Well, see, another reason I'm thinking
yeah,
Sarah
but I would have
is,
I would have took one. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys did.
Yeah.
That was happening while you were having audio issues.
Yeah.
Another
So then I
reason
had to catch up.
Another reason I suggest Sarah is he said that she's already been here for a little while, so she's probably ready to go. Whereas Ducklin.
He said they're actually shipping out tonight. Like they're getting ready.
Yeah.
Oh, both of them? Oh shit. Okay.
No, that Sarah's ship is getting ready to sail.
Oh
tonight.
yeah, let's find Sarah. I go to the ship.
Okay,
And I
sorry.
just hope-
Drinking water.
I hope my team follows behind me.
Yes, we're all going.
Yes. Think we all will go.
Sorry, I'm
No,
drowning.
one of
trying to
us
drink
runs
faster.
away and then never is seen again.
Yep, and that was the end of Lucky.
Is this still chapter 3?
Yes.
Oh yeah, did Lucky?
That sounded
roll
like
Lucky?
such a loaded question.
Lucky, do you
No,
have
I was just
your
asking
lucky
because
numbers
I'm
for
writing
this?
my own notes
Okay.
and hey,
Oh, yeah.
Will, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, still chapter 3. No worries.
Wow.
We're moving at a breakneck speed.
Sorry, what will?
Awesome.
I was asking if you'd already rolled your new lucky numbers for the day.
Are we on a new day now?
I mean,
crap.
from
I
when-
can't remember if you rolled Portent die in our last session because you
Yeah,
guys slept.
I did.
Yeah,
So
he
this
did.
is the
He
same
made some
day.
really good rolls,
Okay.
but I don't remember.
Yeah, I've got a
what
12 and
his
an
roll
18.
Okay, cool.
Everything.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so you head down, move around some folks that are unloading some like smoky blue quartz. It's kind of an interesting stone color. Just like big pallets of it being dragged along, and then you make your way up to the crest breaker. You can see it's like emblazoned along the low, like right above the watermark, and then again on the back of the ship. But as you're approaching the boat, you hear like a wheezy human voice call down from way up in the sails. Captain! We got some company! And some heavy boots, or heavy boot falls kind of clomp up to the side of the boat, and you see a human woman kind of a little bit sun-wrinkled in the face, definitely spends her time outdoors. Long red hair, big, like, nice tricorn on the top of her head. Gives you guys a look from the banister, like, kind of an overly regal-looking, like, captain's coat.
Ahoy, Captain!
Oh, you're saying that all wrong.
Oh,
Anyway,
I'm sorry. I'm a land blubber. Is that how it's pronounced?
oh boy, should I just go back inside?
No.
I like blubber. I'm a land blubber.
I don't know. I've never met a sailor before. I'm not. I don't typically hang around ports. Anyways.
Will, roll a charisma check before you keep talking.
Wait, what? Why?
So, because you just dive into being the face every time. I gotta see if she's even... Okay. I wasn't
we
sure if
would-
that should be persuasion or deception, so I just went with charisma.
we would like to secure passage north, and the shipmaster the dockmaster suggested we speak with you. Are you Captain Sarah?
She puts a hand on her face. Oh, fucking hell, not again. We're a cargo ship.
Are people not cargo?
Well, that's kind of illegal.
Well,
They are for the right price.
Well, I'm not suggesting that you illegally trade us. I'm rather that we pay to take up space that your other cargo would take up.
Look, we're supposed to put into Niste as soon as possible. We got some cargo we got to unload. I don't really have specific passenger berths. You'd have to be down with the crew. And are you ready to go tonight? Because that's when we're leaving.
Honestly, we would go right now if you were leaving.
That is perfectly fine with me.
Well,
We
let's
do not
hear how much they want for us to ride.
We could, we could
And
sleep
if you
with
just
the crew.
tell them that we're super interested in leaving, that price is going to be super duper nice, right? He's going to give us the best discount because how eager we are to leave.
So we can sleep with the crew. We can work with the crew. We can help.
Whoa,
you get
whoa!
ready.
You're not paying your way that way.
Calm down, Will. Jeez.
I'm sorry. I don't quite understand. What are you talking about?
As
I
that
didn't know
comes
you
out
were
of
like that.
as that comes out of Will's lips, you hear another set of boots like quickly run up to the side, and this deckhand who's wearing like just the vest part of like a shirt and vest, with like this flamboyantly coiffed dark hair, this deep tan skin, and like piercing blue eyes.
Is this Aladdin?
He just runs up and puts his hands on the. Did he say sleep with the crew? Ooh.
He looks like a member of the village people.
The way you described it, the only thing is missing is the fez. Otherwise, it's literally just Aladdin.
Hey, Abu, come check this out.
Yeah.
He's trying to say we're good with whatever passage you've got for us.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Said we're good with whatever passage you've got for us, wherever we need to sleep.
Great. Hold on. Look, I got to talk with my quartermaster. We were already set with rations, and
Oh, it's okay. I'm covered. I got plenty of apples.
Christ.
Oh, you
it's
haven't.
bananas.
You haven't seen the cargo.
Oh no.
Don't worry. I'm sorry.
Don't do this to
Tony's
me.
a priest, isn't she?
There isn't a priest.
She's not. What is she?
She's a
The healer. She's a cleric.
Cleric, priest, same damn thing.
Okay, I didn't know if there was specific.
That's classist of you, first of all.
Yeah, how dare you?
See, I didn't know if you had she might have great food and water.
What?
What?
The answer is no.
So here, you guys have a moment to talk because she just kind of mutters to herself and she's holding pinching the bridge of her nose as she walks back, and you hear discussion or like mutterings of recalculating and making sure ballast and all kinds of weird shippy terms.
Recalculating.
Reticulating splines, all that stuff. So you guys have a minute where you're not she's not waiting for your response.
Cool.
Flint is going to nervously look around the docks like the land beneath him is moving, but not moving.
Will turns to Lucky. How'd I do?
Hey, doing great.
Thanks.
I think that's the only thing you've ever said to that question.
I feel like I wasn't quite doing very well, but you've convinced me.
It's like one comment. Thanks, man.
You see how excited the deck crew is to have us on here?
Flint's just under his breath like, I've never smelt a worse waste of time than this.
Ah, That was so weird, though. What was that really nice looking dude talking about afterwards when they were like really surprised I said sleep with the crew? Like, I don't understand.
Probably
What
because
was...
they see the same people all the time, so there's just new people to talk to and hear the stories.
I know, but she emphasized sleep. I don't understand. What is she like? What was she meaning?
Well, that's when
What-
everybody
That
goes
was
like,
a
kind of bed
he.
down for the night, really kind of talk one-on-one.
Will, you notice that guy hasn't left. He's just like braced his elbows on the side of the railing there, and just kind of winks at you.
It's like a girl in love.
Will thinks that he's just trying to like say hello, so he winks back.
Flint's gonna yell over his shoulders and be like, "Why don't you come down here and get more acquainted?"
Oh, you know what, Flint? That's a great idea. Hello, my name's Will. What's yours?
Hi, Will. I'm Jade.
Hi, Jade.
Will is over here like doing this right now.
That's a really nice tan you've got there.
Thanks. It
You're
goes
not-
all the way down.
You're not really. I don't really have anything else to compliment you on yet. I haven't really gotten a chance to meet you, so that's...
Yet he's so saucy.
Here, have an apple, and he throws an apple at him.
Nope, he fumbles.
Oh, that's okay. I have more.
It bounces and falls into the ocean.
Oh, wait, but it bobs. It won't.
Yeah,
sink.
it's just kind of floating down there in shame.
Yeah, no, I'll get it back, and I'll just like wipe it off.
I'll mage hand it out.
It's like 8 feet down from the dock.
I'll mage hand it out and lift it up to the dude.
Kind of plucks it out of the air. Is your mage hand isn't visible, is it?
Spectral floating hand appears.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like. I think that's a weird feat or feature or something that people can have, like it's invisible.
I think it's for the arcane trickster.
Gotcha. Cool. So yeah, he just kind of smiles and cocks his head to the side, like fascinating. Picks the apple back up and just wipes it off, and like very slowly takes a bite while looking at Will.
Flint is going to go look at other boats and interesting things while these two are
Will will
undressing
give...
each other's eyes.
But we montage this till it's time to leave.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we'll just leave that where it was.
Nothing else happens.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
Anything
So-
spectacular wandering around the dock? Maybe.
Yeah,
a
if you're
guy
trying
named
to.
Scott?
Wait, what? What's going on?
So, as you guys are talking, and Will is getting his freak on with Apple Dude, you see a larger figure than the captain come back up to the side of the deck and just looks over, and he's standing like 1.5 feet taller than Jade there. Looks down. He's got a completely like clean-shaven scalp, kind of darker gray skin almost, and just underneath like a very bespoke suit almost. Just like it's very well kept. Lots of buttons down the front center. He just looks down. Jade, go back to your duties. And then looks like at everybody on the dock, and then zeroes in on Avarice. It's bad luck to have 2 of you on the ship. We already got a machine.
Oh, what did he say out of character? I didn't hear.
He said
Said
it's,
Go ahead.
it's bad luck to have 2 of you on a ship.
Well,
They already have a machine.
I'm not a machine, so
I'm a keen.
Look
Love
like a
machine.
construct. Look like a construct to me.
that's just my armor.
He's a dwarf.
That's the biggest dwarf I ever seen.
A
Don't tell him that. He's
master.
gonna say it's bad luck to have 2 of those on the ship anyway.
It's bad not to have 2 of anything.
Fucking hell.
That's your Moses.
Yeah, unless your name's Moses.
That's like the
Do you
worst
mean
thing
Noah?
Yeah,
He
no,
does.
excuse me.
Oh my god.
Hey, God, would you please flood these two for me? Thanks.
Wasn't it cool when
Rhaegar.
Noah parted the Red Sea and then rode his raft through it?
Yep.
So the
Regardless, I'm not leaving
mountain-
my allies.
the mountain of a man turns back and shouts. You hear, "Blaskin!"
Affirmative.
Get up here.
Oh, we're definitely getting on this boat. The other
On my
character-
way.
The other
Let's sync
characters
this
here.
one.
Shut the fuck up.
You hear a metallic clanking followed by wooden scraping at the same time.
So I'm guessing your character comes up.
Yeah.
Avarice is going to look and say, "Oh, I wouldn't mind if the person who made you.
You wouldn't mind the person who made him?
I wouldn't mind
Yes.
to meet the person who made
Oh,
him."
Did you
So,
say that out loud? Sorry, I missed that part. Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Same. Big mood.
I'm glad most of my creations are quiet.
Blaskin, that one says he's a dwarf. You said you came from nature. I don't understand you two anymore.
That's not my problem now, is it?
Avarice can physically get out of the armor, can he? Or is he like welded to it?
Yes, he can. Of course, that is the amount of time it takes to get out of a fucking set of scale mail, so...
When he
That's...
gets on the
Hold on.
boat, he can get out of it and show you.
Yeah.
Blaskin, is that one of yours?
That would be the first time I've seen one.
Fair enough. The captain says you can come along if you got 1,000 gold on you.
How convenient.
So, just so you
I'm
guys
gonna
know, I'm not
push
very
out
good at maintaining my voice. Every once in a while, it's just going to drop, and it's going to be like, oh, why'd it drop? Be like, I don't know, I just felt like talking different now.
I thought you meant like puberty drop. Every now and then my voice will drop. No.
Hello, I am a robot.
I'm gonna yell up at him. Let's talk about that on the ship.
Oh, Will would like to use his spider shoes to walk up the side of the ship.
Oh my Christ.
You see him just kind of extend a hand to the right, and he points over towards the gangplank. It's like 10 feet to the side.
Will doesn't want to use the gangplank.
He's not talking to you. He's just pointing at
okay.
the group and then turns around.
Cool.
Yeah, for those of us wearing normal fucking shoes.
Those of us who don't, like, jump a billion miles in the air.
As you guys are heading to the gangplank, you hear the voice from up in the crow's nest. They don't have any cats, right? No cats.
I want to go meet that guy. Can I walk all the way up to him?
You can start. So the rest of you are, I assume, heading towards the gangplank, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. For a second, I thought my audio cut out again.
It did,
Guys,
but
what-
also we're headed
what-
to the gangplank.
Why isn't the DM saying anything anymore? Okay.
Oh,
Uh,
I'm the robot.
That would
Oh,
be
we're
the
just
new
doing
guy.
the we're just doing the Macarena.
Macarena.
Conga line all the way up the gangplank.
Okay, so the rest of you, head up the gangplank. You see Will just like... Will, there's about a 5 to 8 foot distance, I mean, it's hard to gauge, from the edge of the dock to where you would want to actually be walking on the boat. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Oh man, this is gonna be great.
It's not just like brushed up against it.
I am gonna eat shit.
God damn it. No, you actually look really cool, and you jump. You jump and you do a weird kind of twist in the air because, gravity's still pulling down, but you need your feet to land on the side. So
I'd like to Michael Jackson. I'd like to actually moonwalk backwards, holding my hat with my shiny glove.
So you guys see Will making this weird kind of confused shuffle, and it looks like he has to go to the bathroom because he's got one hand on his crotch, and he's holding onto his hood, and he has invented the moonwalk, so now that's canon, I guess.
Dude. And Billie Jean starts playing.
Wow.
So Billie Jean just comes out of the air, like it's just
Yes.
around you now.
Yeah, just the sound of Billie Jean.
So you moonwalk up the side of the boat. My soul died a little, and
Yeah, mine too.
the rest
Don't
the
worry.
rest of you make it on to the main deck, and the captain comes back out from what looks like captain's cabin there on the the door on the side. All right, so I hope you all want to go to Nisthe because that's where this boat's going.
That sounds fun. Yeah.
I'm sorry. My fucking internet is like literally making it impossible to understand what's going on.
It's okay. You're going in the right direction.
Niste will be satisfactory.
Don't worry, I'm in a similar situation, so join me in suffering.
I don't want to suffer.
Join me, suffering.
Will would like to just say, my companions will handle the rest with you. I'm just going to take a look at your ship, and I'd like to just walk up the side of the mast.
Yeah, you're not crew?
I walk anyways.
Are any of you gonna stop him? Otherwise...
Will's eating an apple right now.
Bartholomew, would you kindly pluck this one off the mast, please? And the large man comes back up. You're supposed to be talking to the captain, and reaches to grapple you off the mast.
I'd like to scamper up it.
I'm gonna look at the captain and be like,
Hold up. I want to cast Entangle, and I'll catch him on his way up the mast.
Oh.
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, that's not happening today.
Holy shit. Let me read Entangle again real quick so I make sure I know what the hell I'm doing here.
So, point of order, I did add the coding effects version of these spells. So there's like extra notes on the side of the spell name. Most of that, I think, is just for like keeping track purposes. Honestly, Bradley knows more about that version of the spells than I do, but they seem to help keep things... Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Lucky. Am I not allowed to check the boat out? I get the feeling they don't want me to. Oh, you're right. I'm being inconsiderate, aren't I? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Halfway through this discussion, Blaskin lets his spell go.
Okay. I deserve this.
Vines just come out of the mast and start wrapping around your feet and legs.
Does he get some kind of save?
Save.
He gets a
Yeah.
strength check against my spell DC.
Oh, so yeah, none of you guys are in the combat tracker. Wait, no, actually, everybody, including an owl, is in the combat tracker.
Oh yeah, I forgot I have an owl with me. What did I name him? I named him something.
Oh man,
Hoot. His name is Hoot Hoot.
Yes, inspired. Hold on, I gotta do a couple things. Actually, no, I guess I don't have to, do I? Can I just do that? Yeah. Okay. So, just for the shits and giggles, Blaskin, if you open the combat tracker, which is the 2 crossed swords in the top right, you'll see a list of everybody.
Okay.
If you hold control and click on Will there at the top of the list, you'll target him. And then if you roll your spell effect, I think you can pull it from your save slot. Yeah, under the spell on your actions tab, and you drop that in the chat window. You'll roll the cast, and it'll force him to roll his strength save. Is it really just an
Okay.
8? Oh, there we go. It's okay. Much better.
So I just click and drag the shield for entangle over?
No. So on your actions tab, if you hit the magnifying glass on entangle, it'll show you a whole bunch of additional like die icons
Okay.
and effects and stuff. Grab the save, either the d20 or the number that says strength DC,
Okay.
and that'll pick up a d20 with the modifiers on it already. And if you drop it in chat, it'll force his character to roll a save against it. Yeah, and he failed. So yeah, some vines, some weird like wooden colored vines just kind of burst out from right where you're standing, Will, sideways on the mast, and wrap around like your legs and feet. So you're restrained right where you are.
Yeah, I kind of deserve this. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
it's
gonna-
not. Sorry. Oh, it's not a big deal. She pays me and you don't.
I'll walk up to the captain and be like, I think the rest of us can be reasonable. Would you like to talk the price?
Yeah, so I was talking with my quartermaster, Borman. We got to send some runners for some additional supplies. So it's gonna, if you're jumping on the boat tonight, because I'm not sitting in this dock any longer. It's gonna be 1,000 total. We'll get you there. We'll keep you safe on the boat.
I'm gonna try and persuade her to be like, no, I said we could be reasonable with that price.
Wait, how can she guarantee we're gonna be safe?
Is it possible to make a persuasion roll for that?
So are you being persuasive or are you being intimidating?
No, I'm being persuasive right now. I'm not
so
holding a hammer.
So I can either have both of you, because you're both like throwing ideas out at the same time. Both of you roll your own persuasion check, or one of you can roll with advantage. Okay, then yeah, Flint, roll me a persuasion check.
That seems pretty good.
That's a pretty good persuasion check.
I guess I should roll a second one, or
No, it's. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were supposed to roll with advantage.
Oh, right. Okay. You people and your fancy programs.
Yeah. All right.
I guess I'll roll another one just for shits and giggles.
Yep.
Excellent.
Yeah, that one's even better.
Yeah.
It's like she starts to get really into the idea, and then like, wait, no.
That's not how that works at all.
Shut up, guys! I've played this game before. So she kind of hears both of you talking at the same time, and then just kind of puts her hands up and, all right. What exactly are you offering here? That is where a lot of the money's going. Yeah, no, I haven't heard of a.
I'm a priest.
Have you been playing WoW lately? I know. I'm just giving you shit.
Cool.
But where would we put it all? Ah, the ocean,
Group
right.
vote.
Yeah, and I mean, if we have extra, you can literally just throw it overboard.
But did you even ask her if she knew it? Oh, okay. No,
Yeah,
what,
we're kind of fudging the divine spell prep anyway.
Anyway, yeah. So he says that.
So
Yeah.
Tony, you hear Lucky
Mention
offering up your services.
Dressing me up over here.
I'll be like, and then I'll look over at Will and be like, you can let him hang for a while too. He's not going anywhere.
Will's just standing there eating an apple.
Jesus. While you guys are hashing this out, you also hear from the up in the crow's nest. Captain, they don't have any. I know. They don't have any cats. You don't have any cats, do you?
No.
No, we don't have any
Mouse.
cats.
Right, just Rasputin, shut up.
Go.
Okay, so
The
would
lover of the Russian queen.
Blaskin know why they're so averse to cats?
Yes, and it's completely nonsensical. You have an excellent lookout, but about the only thing he's good at is being a lookout. He
lookout
doesn't like
for
to come
cats.
down from the crow's nest, and he's deathly afraid of cats.
Oh,
In fact, that's the only reason he's good at his job. He looks out for cats, and you know, if it's not a cat, he's not worried about it.
oh, okay. So I want to add a little bit of lore to the boat and the character. Sometimes Blaskin just takes the form of a cat to scare the shit out of this guy. I just use my druid
What an
powers to
asshole.
fucking
I
to just
swear-
ruin this guy's day.
I swear they're out there. I keep seeing them.
Like this guy's at night, just he can't sleep, and sometimes suddenly there's a cat sitting right next to him. He's like, ah,
He jumps out of the fucking crow's nest.
yeah. I cast invisibility on myself, and I climb up the mast, turn into a cat, and then drop the concentration. There's just a cat sitting there right next to him, and no one believes him that there's a cat on the boat, but it happens like twice a week. There's just a cat in the crow's nest staring back at him.
Oh god.
No.
Yeah, we could get two cats up in here.
So yeah,
You guys.
Oh
you,
no, we're gonna cause my crew member to have a mental break.
you guys are gonna get dropped in the center of the ocean. Oh my god.
Great. So the two animal-based people here, all we've used our powers for so far is to fuck with people.
Right. So, Blaskin, by the way, you're standing next to an interesting motley crew. You've got a fairly normal-looking halfling that's wearing like simple clothing. Are you robed, Lucky?
I sure hope so.
Okay. And then you've got a well decked in armor, if a little still. It's got some dents, and there's some gore along, like, you know how if you do an ink wash on like a mini and all the stuff catches in the corners. There's like some parts of other things in the corners there. Dwarven, hardy looking fellow. There's a half elf who. Yeah, he's tied to the mast right now, so it's kind of hard to figure out what he looks like. There's
If a minute has passed, the vines actually just go away, and he just falls.
well, he's unfortunately no, he doesn't.
Oh right, he's actually stuck to the mast.
He's still just standing there. A young, dark-haired human female with, I mean, like, no one just has Castor above their name, so I'm not gonna go into that, but. And then a weird set of it looks like a construct, but when you look through like the plates, I mean, well,
Does he
it's
look
not.
like Doctor Doom? That's what I imagine here.
Well, it's weird. There's a normal, if almost frail-looking, red-bearded dwarf floating like in the chest and pelvis armor of this suit. So he's kind of, yeah, he's suspended in the center.
Yeah.
Huh. And that's everybody?
Let's see. That's
Pretty much.
Avarice. That's Lucky. That's Flint. That's Will. That's Tony. If you roll me a perception check real quick, Blaskin.
Oh, that's one of the things I'm actually good at, I think.
That's
I'm
not
not quite
possible.
used to the system yet here, so
No
it's
worries.
might
So
take me a
on your
second.
character sheet, you go to your skills tab. You grab the D20 icon or the number and the total column next to the skill you want, and then you drop it in chat or in the tower.
I got an 11.
Where'd you drop it?
Oh, did I drop? I thought it did.
Drop it in the chat. You
Only records which you own can be shared. What?
Whoa!
grab the-
No.
Oh, friggin'. Ah.
Hey, there you go.
fat. That's hella fat.
Wow. You are good at perception apparently. Yeah. So what you did in the chat window, you can also drop it on the little rook icon. Just make sure to
Okay.
drop it in the center of it.
Gotcha.
And then I know, but I mean, you guys just sit around listening to me talk most of the time. It's fun to let you click on something.
Yeah.
So, Blasket, every now and then you swear you hear like these weird muffles, like coming from.
Somebody just rolled a whole lot of die.
Lucky found 588 sausages.
God.
Anyway, you hear these weird, tiny, muffled voices that seem to be coming from the scabbard attached to the floating armor dwarf man.
I'm gonna note that down and kind of just like that's weird. I wonder what's going on with that.
But then
And, I'm gonna look at the crew and just say, "Greetings, temporary crew members. I am the ship's chef. I've been told that I'm absolutely atrocious, but it's not true."
Do you cook anything with apples?
I can make you a delicious apple pie.
I am immediately right next to Blastkin. Please show me how.
Excellent, a volunteer.
Oh God, Will's gonna become an apple pie. So while this is all going on, the captain just like she had her hands up, just waiting to listen to the explanation here. Looks back at you, Lucky. That sounds like a wonderful treat to have, but how? I mean, you can just walk onto anybody's ship and say, "Oh, I can make magical food and water."
But we're offering to do it on your ship.
Right, but how do I know you aren't just full of shite?
Can I
Well, that
Yeah,
would
but
be
then
fun.
she'll be out. Then she'll be out on the ocean with fucking.
I'm also trained in fishing with my bow.
But the implication.
the implication. But I won't, because of the implication.
Yuck.
Somebody comes over to the captain. What are you doing to these people? Nothing. It's the implication, man.
I guess I'm gonna start walking away and go start baking an apple pie.
Yes, Will is with Blaskin.
So I guess while they're doing that, like, this
Tony,
is the
he's gonna
captain.
make a pie.
Yeah, you're talking with Captain Stara.
I guess I can step up and just like look, like, is there anything I can do? Like, I mean, I can't really just cast, this water and food right now. It needs some preparation. But I mean, I can make a flame out of my hand if that gives you any, I guess, comfort in that I will be able to do this for you.
So as you're saying that, there's someone or there's a half elf gentleman up on the deck above where you guys are talking. You see them just kind of swabbing randomly like you do on a boat. It always needs mopping or something. Perks up when you say that and runs over, and you hear, yes, Captain, I could do that.
And I
Oh.
glance at him, and then I glance at her like, whatever you say, Captain.
Well, it'll certainly entertain the crew. I don't know. Go ahead. I'll see what you got.
Okay, and are we like talking like from the deck to where she is up on the boat? Or
No, you
are we
guys are
like,
you guys are on deck. You're
okay,
in like 5 feet of each other.
just wanted to make sure. So I guess I just kind of like stand in the middle, I guess, and like do like a cool little sacred flame, I guess. Prestidigitation.
Sure. Roll a sleight of hand check. Okay. So you're just, yeah. Tony, it's weird. Yeah, no, you were sleight of hand, sir. So Tony, it's really weird because you don't notice this either. You're going through like the kind of mental gymnastics, like the minor prayer that you say as you cast this spell, and you're just trying to aim it in a general safe area to just do something a little more flourishy than like, direct damage or the way you've lit candles in the past practicing. And as you cast the sacred flame, like that usually instead of like collapsing around a target in a ring, just kind of floats in the air around you. All these crazy like green and white and even like deep blue sparks all of a sudden just like flare out in the exact same space. So you like you let the spell go, and then you're kind of taken aback, like whoa.
So like I take a step back and I'm just kind of like holding my hands up to like, holy shit, what the fuck was that? But I
You've
like,
ascended.
and then I just kind of like glance to like the crew and then towards the captain, and I'm just like, ta-da!
And you see the half elf that had run up to mention like yeah do the thing is just like jumping up and down up on the deck above, like yeah whoa, do it again. And the captain turns around and you can't see from your perspective, but you assume is giving him like the most evil eye possible, and then
I don't want to set the ship on fire, so I'll just hold back.
Yeah.
he just kind of shrinks back from the railing. So sorry, Captain. That okay, and goes back to like more furiously swabbing whatever corner of that deck he was working on.
By the
Apparently,
way,
it's like really messy up there. Yes.
yeah. I crashed again. Oh well. Did I
That's
miss
okay.
anything?
It's just yeah.
I did magic.
No, yeah. She's the new David Blaine. She has proven to the captain that she is a caster. So as the captain turns back around and looks at you, well, that's yep, that's certainly magic. Okay. So here's the deal. I'll knock 400 gold off your cost. You provide the ship with food and water. I'll have our quartermaster take a little bit of the load off the cargo, since apparently we got ourselves a new source of rations. And we'll make our way up to Nistay. Have a deal?
I look at everyone else and I'm just like, sounds good, Dave.
Sounds good.
Then I I offer my hand out to her, and I'm just like, yeah, I got a deal.
She gives you a little bit of a smirk and shakes your hand.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh my god, we're screwed.
Right, so yeah, let's see the gold.
Flint will open his bag.
And see nothing. Oh wait, no.
Oh crap! No one took it. No. It's still sitting there in front of the NPC back in the keep.
My god. How could we be so foolish? Flint will pull out coins one at a time.
Oh god. 1, 2.
Oh man.
No, he'll get them some money out for
Mhm.
the captain. Put it in a little bag.
She'll actually, when she sees you get out the larger bag and you just start pulling out handfuls of coins, she'll turn around and you hear her say, "Bartholomew!" And the large gentleman comes back around. "A bag for the lad." Right. So he digs through a barrel off to the side and finds like a little linen satchel or linen bag, tosses it to you. So you can do your
Right.
thing.
Excellent. I will
When
deposit said cash money.
she grabs it from you, just kind of hefts it in her hands a couple times. Feels about right. Borman will know. And she hands it back to Bartholomew. "Take it down to the quartermaster, eh?" "Right." And she looks around at all of you and then looks up at Will and shakes her head a little bit.
Wait, no,
Well,
Will followed Blaskin.
"Oh, that's right. You're down. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so she looks around at the rest of you. "Right, well, welcome temporary crew of the Crestbreaker."
What's it called?
Crestbreaker?
Crest Break. Got it.
What do I gotta put something down in the logs. What party am I carrying here? Y'all got yourselves a name?
We haven't really gotten ourselves a name.
The Gray
Apple
Circle.
sausage.
The Great Trials and Tribulations of the Apple Sausage Gang.
Please no.
That's ow.
I'm gonna
That
say
is
the Gray
agony.
Oh, are you putting that one forward?
I want to do
Yes.
Friends trademark. Dun dun
Holy
dun,
moly.
dun 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 dun.
Am I speaking English to you guys right now?
No.
I'm okay with the name.
Parlez-vous français?
I was listening, man.
No, I heard you.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Literally no one else was.
Okay. I'm back.
So, yes, you're back. Hi, back.
Hello.
Hey, baby back red.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes,
No.
we did. About the name, the Great
Yes.
Circle.
Yes. Just gonna. That's the name.
You see her raise an eyebrow. "I've worked with the Grey Circle before. None of you look like the right type."
Yeah, you'd be right. Sort of. Yes.
Isn't that the criminal organization we just learned about?
No.
No.
No, the Grey Circle is, yeah, it's who
What?
Felix works for.
Oh, I don't know. I get names confused back and forth between how much fucking shit we've been through.
"I'm sorry, I'm giving you lore."
Yeah, I'm bad at remembering lore, so expect me to misstate names 10 billion times.
That's why I'm writing notes down. God damn it.
Yeah, about my notes, I had to wipe my hard drive recently.
Well, get a new one.
Is that what the kids are calling it these days?
What's our captain's name again?
Sarah?
So I have none of the like just the sheer amount of notes I had. Now I have none.
Right, I'll put you down as the gray circle with a little asterisk next to it.
Duh.
Wait, asterisks exist in this world?
They do now.
They exist.
It's this little weird star thing I've started using in my texts.
My God.
That's very fitting, I think.
Frickin'
My
Harris.
character says that will never catch on. Oh well.
All right.
Got it. Well, and she looks over to Lucky, and
Oh my God.
No.
and extends a hand.
Oh no.
We're the worst people ever. Realize that.
Right, well, Captain Sarah Gelman, Crestbreaker's Mine, Gelman, Gelmin.
Elmin. Got you.
Who, the little one seems to be, well, no, now I'm torn. Because I'm torn. Jesus Christ. She points to Lucky and to Tony. Says, "You two, come with me." And she heads into the captain's cabin.
Oh my.
I visibly cringe.
As she's like
I'm
5
gonna-
feet as she's like 5 feet away from you guys, you hear, "And before you get any ideas, we got to talk about a chart."
Oh, by the way, I'll do a sympathy cringe for her too.
Hey,
It's okay.
Just a cringe
I got you with
game.
cringes.
You're not getting that.
I'll wag. I'll wag a finger at Lucky. Be like, you'd better not piss her off.
And that's one way of describing it. Blaskin, before you disappeared, what are they effectively looking at when they see you on deck, by the way?
Have you ever played Team Fortress 2 Man vs. Machine?
No?
yes.
Nobody.
Okay, Will's good.
I look a lot like that with a green cloak.
Ah.
And about 6 lanterns on my belt, all carrying various like small saplings and plants. But I'm more or less a metal-plated, mostly metal-plated, but beneath the metal is kind of wooden fiber. So the best way to describe it would be like, you know, the red parts of Iron Man. That's like wood, and the gold parts are actually metal, and that's me.
Okay.
Yeah, Avarice seems really interested in you, but at the moment is keeping his distance.
Cool, you didn't even have to insight roll for that one.
Yeah. How many does Will need to go get more apples for this apple pie we're making?
How many apples you got?
I got 2 dozen.
21.
Oh, that's way more than enough. We're good.
You've mentioned sharing or eating at least 3 apples.
Yeah, but it's exactly what I'm trying to say though. Like, how many apples are we gonna use? How many pies are we gonna make?
Actually, I think a regular pie only needs about 6.
I don't know.
But my guy's gonna use 8. I'm just gonna use 8 anyway. I'm gonna convince you that we need 8 instead of 6.
But Will would like to get more because he wants more pie.
Well, we can make a second pie.
Yeah.
That's the magic of making a pie. You can just make another one.
But I need more apples.
Well, yeah, but if you want to go get more apples, that's just not my problem, is it?
Well, no, but that's. I'm gonna go get more apples.
Okay. Well, you
I'm
can
gonna-
come back and eat your freaking pie then.
I'm gonna give him 8 apples. I'm gonna say I'll be right back, and I'm gonna run get some more apples from the old lady.
I'm actually, as I cut up the apples, I'm
We're
going to
gonna
save like
leave-
2 of the cores and pull the seeds out.
gonna leave.
I tell the captain, I'm like, let's go, let's go, let's go.
Yeah, basically, as Tony and Lucky are going to speak to the captain, Will comes sprinting out. He screams at Tony, "Tony, I'm going to get more apples. Bye, be back."
Whoa.
And he just
Okay,
runs
and
out.
as he says that, I turn around and I'm like, you know what? The perfect time to leave is right now. Let's go.
She
As much as I dislike Will sometimes, we shouldn't leave him.
she tries to read the the message that you're sending. Unfortunately, she's not as familiar with your particular party dynamics. And
I was just kidding, just JK, haha.
so and
Everest doubts you were kidding.
Hey, you weren't there, shut up.
and says, "I would love to be getting underway just as much as you are, apparently, but
Oh, I
we're
thought we were
offloading
all-
some cargo."
I thought we were all there. Never mind. Moving
No,
on.
it's just me
No,
and
it's
Lucky.
Tony and Lucky, and Lucky just got back from his AFK.
Lucky just was like gone.
No, he said AFK in the chat.
I didn't see you.
Does that mean that I could just buy all the apples real quick?
Bio break.
How much gold for all the woman's apples?
So it's funny, Will. When you get back to the cart, that old lady's not there. There's like a 25-year-old halfling gentleman. Well, yeah, whatever age. I don't.
You don't.
There is a young adult halfling gentleman there who doesn't recognize you at all, but you've like run up in a huff. What am I hearing in the background?
I don't know.
Good question.
I don't know.
Excuse me, sir. There was an older woman who was running this cart earlier. Where is she?
Who? What? Oh, no! I shooed her off. I was taking a break for a second. I even put up a sign. Oh, god damn it! My sign's gone.
Ooh, that's terrible. That's terrible. Hey, I want to buy more of your apples.
Oh, god damn it. Yeah. How many do you want?
All of them.
What?
He like looks behind you.
I look behind me too, and what do I see?
How? I mean, you just see the random crowds. He's looking back at you.
Then I look back at him. Oh, is there something behind me?
Well, there's not a cart. What are you gonna do with 2 bushel baskets full of apples?
Well, I was assuming that I'd get a sack that I could carry them in, but
wow. I don't think I have a sack that big.
Well, what do you get?
Yeah.
What do you get them in?
Well, I mean, people usually come up and buy them in like 1 or
No, but I mean, like
3.
when you get the apples, what do they come in?
They come off the tree.
Trees.
And I put them in this basket.
Okay, I will buy the basket too.
This is like 2.5 feet deep of apples, Will.
That's a lot of pie.
That's make a strength check.
Also, I'm gonna have to let you know that if you bought all of those, there's no way a cargo ship has the crusting available for that many apples.
Shush, you're not there. Let Will make his mistakes.
Let Will regret life.
It's okay. Will eat the rest of the apples that don't become pie.
So
no, he fucking won't.
With the most puzzled expression on his face.
All right, fine.
This halfling gentleman looks at you
I'll
and
take
like
100.
He steps. Well, he leans back after he asks you that question and says, "Sure. Lift the basket."
He lifts the basket.
No, he's asking you to lift the basket.
That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'll
strength check.
All right. Just straight up strength.
Yep.
Okay.
See how strong you are.
You can get it like 1.5 inches off the cart. Like carrying this, you just feeling this out. Carrying 1 full bushel basket of apples that this guy has wheeled in back to the ship is going to take you several like herniated discs and about 3 hours.
All right, I'll dump out however many apples I need to be able to
Oh my
lift it, and
god.
that's what I'll pay for.
Listen, you're not using our money for this.
No, this is all Will's money.
Yeah, Will's.
Thank Christ.
Will
Don't you worry, Will's got a little bit of money.
Yeah. Let's hope so. That's the end of it.
So for the record,
The party.
Flint, you spent 600 on the boat.
Yes.
So
I should write that down.
is there can I just like look around? Is there somebody selling burlap sacks or something? Can I just like get a burlap sack from someone?
Yeah, roll an investigation check.
Yeah.
Should I just put 400 gold somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if it's a sack, if it's a basket, if it's like a blanket, whatever I need that I can put some apples in.
Yeah, there's actually a weaver's stand like out the front of a building about 3 doors down that you see somebody selling burlap sacks, linen, bedding.
I say to the apple stand guy, wait 1 moment. I run over there. I real quick, I grab a burlap sack. I shove it in the face of the person. Say, how much?
Like silver?
Do I have any silver? I have 1 silver piece, so I put 1 silver piece down. Thank you. Goodbye. And I go back over to the apple man, and I open up the burlap sack, and I say, start counting, and I just fill it with as many apples as I can.
So you get yourself about 60 apples.
How much?
1 gold.
I give him 2 gold pieces, and I leave.
That was the weirdest encounter I've ever. I need a
Run.
new job.
As a D.
No, that was the merchant.
Oh yeah, first thing I thought you were about to say Brand as a D.
I'm
No,
I'm
that is
just
not-
gonna let the old lady take the cart. No.
By the way, you never say this ain't the weirdest thing you've ran.
Shush. We're,
All right,
we're
we'll
in it
return
right
to the
now,
boat.
sir. So we'll roll me a Constitution check real quick.
Constitution check.
That Apple's catching up with him.
I only had 2.
No, you're fine. I was just trying to see if, like, hoofing it through the market with that much on your back. No, you're fine. You show back up, very eager, a little sweaty, with a massive bag of fruit.
Very sweaty.
Jade is up on the upper deck, just like eyeing you as you come up the plank. Or no, did you walk straight up the boat again?
No, this time since I've got everything on my back, I'll probably just do the plank.
Okay.
But I will ignore everyone. I'll say hi to Lucky and Tony if they're still there. Otherwise, I go straight to Blaskin.
Hold up, you skipped me. What's wrong with me?
You're not making a pie.
You didn't accept an apple from me last time, so.
What do you? When was that?
I offered you an apple and you said no. I don't trust people who don't eat apples.
I think it was in front of the guy at the keep.
No, this was when we first met.
Hmm.
Yeah, he refused my apple, and I don't trust someone who doesn't eat an apple.
I mean, honestly, it's every interaction, isn't it?
Oh, wow, that's racist. You don't trust things that don't eat apples, huh? So every robot's just fucked, huh?
Well, no, you're making an apple pie. I trust you.
Yeah, but I don't eat them.
That's fine. You're one of nature. I love nature.
Had to clarify.
No, Blaskin, I think you're great, and I appreciate you teaching me how to make this pie.
Oh yeah, you will be able to make the best apple pies, just like me.
Yep, I'm gonna start taking notes furiously.
Oh God.
Oh Jesus.
This is such a recipe for disaster. Figuratively and literally.
I mean, it's mostly food going in, right?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Yeah. Well-
It's like what he didn't see was that Blaskin is putting in way too much salt and way too much sugar.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Like if any of you had bothered to look, you'd have probably seen when Blaskin said he can make an apple pie. You probably saw the rest of the crew's eyes like go wide, like oh no.
No.
There was a lot going on at that moment. There was a half-elf man standing sideways on the mast, tied to it with vines.
I like to think some of the other crew, instead of cringing when I said that, they probably went, "Oh, this is going to be hilarious."
Now, Blaskin, I see what you're doing there. You're mixing those two things together. What are they?
It's Salger.
So I'm not gonna lie. In real life, I have no idea how to make an apple pie. So you ask me that, and I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, it's just some stuff."
What I'd like to imagine is that like Blaskin is like making a pie as though he were on TV, and I'm just standing there watching his every move. But every single time he does anything, I ask him, "What are you doing, and why are you doing it?"
Okay, I gotcha.
So if he grabs like a bowl to like mix stuff in, I'm like, what are you gonna do with that bowl? What is it for? And then he's like pouring stuff into it. I'm like, what is that stuff? Why are you pouring it into the bowl? What are you gonna use it for?
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally fine. Everything that he's doing looks just fine. It looks great, actually. A few hours, or how long until this pie is done? Probably hour and a half.
I mean, it's kind of hard to fit an oven into a wooden ship. So
I think I have a spell that can make fire.
Yeah, but it's going to be more of like a weird Dutch oven style of cooking where you've got it like up on a raised set of spikes.
That's fine.
You know about Dutch oven cooking, right, Scott?
Yeah, my dad did that. Were you on our Appalachian Trail trek, Garrett?
We've done Dutch oven cooking in the same place, in the same camp before.
Yeah, no, we actually did it. He actually packed in his Dutch oven stuff in the Appalachian Trail when we did it.
Jeez, that's like heavy as hell.
Yeah. Dude, my family's great. We do all sorts of crazy shit. Well, we used to. Now my dad's like 60, 68 or some shit. We don't, that doesn't get out as much.
He tends bees.
So that was a fun roller coaster that kind of went at the end. And as that scene kind of fades into the corner, we come back to the captain's cabin where Lucky and Tony are standing with the captain over a similar chart to what was in the Wharfmaster's room. Right, so you had the coin. I got to get to the same place either way. Do you want us to go through the shoals, which I've done a couple times? It helps to have a couple extra keen eyes at the helm, but, you know, saves a couple days. Or we can take the more comfortable route a little closer to the Fangs and get to Nisthe safe and sound either way. I'd say if we make it through the shoals in one shot, we're looking at 3 days through the center route or 5 days on the outer route. That's to Tony and Lucky.
Flint would like to get back to his warring kingdom as fast as possible.
Flint's not there, but you know that is important to Flint. And you guys did like sign up to say, sure, we'll help you, you know, with your family situation. All right, shoals it is. I'll talk to the navigator and we'll put that in to his brain because you know it's not like we have a computer or anything. I don't know what that is, and we'll get underway here shortly. Also, what's up with the weird lad who was standing sideways on my mast?
Duh.
It would
Okay,
just be best to just ignore him.
Right, I just don't want to be ignoring someone that's going to go blow a hole in the side of my hull sometime in the middle of the ocean.
I will not allow him to do that. And in the case that does happen, he will be, you can hang him wherever you want to hang him from. no death, please, but just hang them wherever. And I can amend your ship. I have,
There's a Dutch oven explosion as she's saying this.
but I can use mending. So I mean, I have magic that can fix your ship, which I.
Shut up, Lucky.
Shut up.
No, I know that. I know.
She's trying to sell it as bigger than it is, man.
I'm looking. I can tell here. But shut up. I can help.
Hmm.
But I'll
Well,
give him the talking to before he blows it.
That would be appreciated, and we'll all be interested in the morning after you've had some nice rest to see what this magic rationing is. Since on your word and your gold, we just dumped a bunch of our own food.
She nods.
I really don't want to have to turn around and come back just to buy more provisions.
Do not worry. I will start working on that as soon as morning comes.
Hold on, rolling something because. Right.
So I'm going to go find the apple gremlin and see you in the morning.
Apple Gremlin. Now we got the nickname.
Awesome. So, if you're looking for the births, we lost a couple. No, not like that. No, they left. They were paid and they went on their way. It's fine. Nobody dies on this ship. Well, frick. No. Anyway,
decided it wasn't worth it anymore.
Life isn't just worth it.
No, there should be about 5. How many? Are you guys gonna have a problem? How many of you were there? Coming on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, no, we had six cots available after the last crew change. So if you go down the stairs opposite where my cabin is, there's a set of stairs down on the main deck. You go, just follow those straight down and look for the lazy fuckers who probably should be doing something but aren't. You just take one of the empty ones next to them.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Nice.
Look, you
You're
seem
not
like
a
a
bard.
nice.
You failed.
You seem like a nice sort. So, I'm gonna let you off the hook for trying the same thing that basically all the people that have ever tried to get a cheaper rate on this ship have tried.
Oh, I'm not trying to get a cheaper rate.
Lucky's like, I'll go back to the original rate.
I'll pay you. Holy shit.
Sorry, the the pregnant pause there is intentional.
Oh, okay.
She just gives you this like very it's a weird kind of knowingly confused look. Like her All right.
Red hair fetish.
All right, Lucky, roll me a persuasion check.
Oh god.
What's it going to be? What did you roll instead? Oh my god. Oh my god. You and your
It
fucking
failed.
modifier. She kind of runs a hand through her hair, just looking down a little bit. I know.
No. You
She-
gotta play this part out.
After she
You can't get me
finishes,
this close.
After she finishes that motion, she puts like a hand on the side of her head and just leans and sits down in the chair in her cabin, and has an elbow on the armrest. The exact same thing that I'm doing right now that you guys can't see.
You can sleep on
All
the
right, you
floor.
little fuck. How stealthy are you? She like squints and stares at you and just grimaces her teeth a little bit as she speaks through them. If you can make it to my cabin with no one seeing you after lights out, and you have to keep in mind, Rasputin's gonna be up in that crow's nest all night. If you can make it here and no one notices, you can keep telling me about my hair. Get the fuck out. You're fucking important dice, goddammit. When do you re-roll those? Okay, beginning of every day. Okay, so you don't have any new ones in the middle of the night.
Extra stealthy 12.
He also happens to know a very stealthy ranger. Oh yeah, who is? Will is happy to lend Hoot over to Lucky.
So
It's laced with sweet powder.
When,
yeah, you don't know
after,
it's gonna. You don't know it's gonna be bad though. You have no way of knowing that until you've taken a bite.
So after Blaskin teaches Will how to make the first pie, Will would like to make the second pie himself.
Oh, even better. Yeah, sure. Do it.
Oh, Jesus.
So while he's in the process of doing that, Tony finally finds the kitchen area, and she like points a finger threateningly at Will, like,
Oh,
Don't.
Tony, you're here. Yes, come here, Tony. Please, come here.
please don't blow anything up. And I'm just like hesitantly stepping inside.
I'm not gonna blow anything up. I don't
He
think.
says as it blows.
So I don't know how ready the pie is. I don't know if the pie is ready. If either of the pies are ready for consumption or even near ready for consumption.
How long has it been?
Yeah,
Hey guys, sorry, I got a crying kid. 1 sec.
it's okay. It probably hasn't
Clearly, our
been long
D&D game's
enough.
more important. Jeez.
I know, right? What the hell? Tell the kid
I
to
will.
shut up.
BRB.
Oh my gosh, Garrett. No, our D&D game is more important. Jeez. How did you not hear that?
I wish I was Marcy so I could try to steal Captain Sarah. But no, the gay has to wait.
Oh, the way you said that was just interesting. The gay has to wait.
The gay
Yeah.
has to wait.
Yeah, I heard the gay has to wait too.
Because Marcy is totally into chicks, but
She is.
Tony is straight.
Well, Tony's a different character.
Now, she's made the executive decision that Tony is straight.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Hi, back. I'm Dad.
So,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you're right.
Oh,
What?
how do I access the map?
So,
We linked we linked it in chat.
Oh.
Scroll up a little
so
bit
Brandon,
and then press the little Tessimir routes.
did it take them more than an hour and a half to have that conversation and finish?
I have no idea what conversation we're talking about now.
The one that Tony and Lucky had with the captain.
Oh no, it was like 20 minutes.
Okay, so the pie is definitely cooking. And
Yeah.
it's not ready yet.
Oh my god.
It's gonna be a while.
Yep. So, anyways, Will, okay.
Will on the shoulder. And
Well,
was
what
like,
Will does is Will says, Tony, no, go away. And he tries to hide the pie because he's going to try and surprise her with the pie.
You know what? Galactus,
Spoilers.
I'll leave.
Go away. Shoo.
Rude.
Shoo. Here, take an apple. Will, shoves an apple into her hands and, pushes her out of the door.
Hey, Bird. I'm kind of... What? Bryg, whatever.
And
Fucking hell.
Okay.
Hoot,
Oh, it's-
I've asked Hoot to, stand guard over the pie and make sure that,
As are you
nothing happens
fading?
to it.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
You guys continue.
Yeah, we're gonna keep playing Cooking Mama over here, so it's fine.
It's a really good game, okay?
Good night, Az.
Yeah.
Have a good
night.
one.
You guys have a good time.
So Will, because Tony is going to be providing food for everybody through her spell casting, he thought it'd be nice to provide some food for her, and he's baking a pie for her.
Y'all are taking my only job on this boat.
Well, no, your other job was keeping me from climbing up the mast.
That's a pretty temporary job.
it's like one and done, man.
If you want, I could climb up the mast again, so I give you something to do.
Oh, thanks for burning my spell slots on that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, the sexual tension in this
sorry, I
conversation
didn't
is
know.
really weird.
What, you don't imagine these tentacle-like vines? Just
And
no
and him
sexual tension?
climbing the mast for you?
Climbing
yeah,
the
I
mast
don't
with
know.
all the tentacles? I'm sorry, what?
So
You knew it
anyways,
was going to get there eventually.
Will leave the first pie, which is the one that Blaskin showed him and made. He'll leave that one for everyone else to enjoy. But the second pie he's going to keep secret because that one is for Tony.
Is this made in the same manner as the first?
It's made by Will, so probably not.
I'd
But-
like it. Okay, this is kind of a weird thing that I should bring up now. I feel like Blaskin's ability to make horrible food is somehow is borderline magic. His pie will probably be okay, despite the fact that he learned from me. But my pie will still somehow, despite everything going right, come out awful.
Yep. Well, it's like Blaskin he knows how to do the recipes. He knows how to cook. It just, no matter what, when he touches the food
Yeah.
itself turns bad. So by
Yes,
Will,
we do.
so by Will being the one preparing everything, but preparing it exactly as Blaskin taught him, it's going to turn out amazing.
This is going to be a case of those who can't do teach.
Exactly.
I literally can't make good food. It's just somehow impossible, but I can teach other people to make good food.
Look, I can't make art, but I know bad art when I see it.
Ugh.
Awesome. Yeah,
I like-
you guys... Go ahead.
No, nothing, no, no.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
All right.
Oh my
So
God.
Wow!
after however long
You know
it
what?
takes.
I don't think I want to play anymore.
After how long it
I'm
takes
gonna
to
cry
make
about
the
it.
pie, Will would like to he would like to basically take the first pie that Blaskin made, and he would like to just observe it and be like, Blaskin, this looks delicious.
Go ahead, try a slice. It's cooled down enough.
No, I want to wait until I want to wait until the whole crew gets to enjoy it because this pie is for them. This pie is a thank you. In fact, I would like to take this pie to the captain if that's okay with you.
I'm sure she'll love it. Go ahead.
Thank you, Blasket. Would you please make sure that my other pie, who is watching it for me, but would you please make sure that nothing happens to my other pie? That one's special.
Oh, absolutely, of course.
Thank you. And he will take that pie to the captain, the first pie to the captain that Blaskin made.
As soon as he leaves, I'd like to start making alterations to his pie that I don't think are good. Like the moment he's out the door, I'm on it.
But I told Hoot not to let anything happen to the pie.
Like, okay, this is I love this whole scene right now.
So we'll take.
I'm just trying to get you guys out of port. Holy shit.
So Will takes the pie to the
But
captain,
we just keep fucking around in port.
knocks on the captain's quarters.
This has become side quest level.
Yeah, Captain Sarah. Hello.
I'm sighing like somewhere else on the ship. I'm just like, Jesus. I'm like, well,
As you're knocking on the door.
Why don't you come find
Actually-
me? Nobody hangs out with me.
okay, how
some-
about this? I'm hanging out with you, Flint, and I just see Will crossing with a pie in his hands, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna either end well or really bad.
Flint, you want to roll a Constitution save?
Hell yeah, I do.
Roll me a con save.
Just roll my com. Let's get this bread.
Not a check. Roll the save from the right side. It's usually bigger than your check. So you are right at that level where you're keeping your stomach in your stomach. But as Tony's hanging out with you, she's doing it like right at the edge of the ship there, because you're just kind of watching the water and thinking about nothing related to food.
Right.
And then you smell
Hold
that
on, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm gonna be like, what? What is that feckin' smell? That
Oh, you know, it's
smells
probably the
like
ocean.
the pits.
It's probably the pie that Will's taken across the ship. Hey, Will.
No, Will's going up to knock on Captain Sarah's door.
Will, as you approach, and you guys saw him, like, Tony and, well, Flint's looking at the ocean. Tony, as you're sitting, like, with your elbows rested back against the side of the banister, sitting next to Flint, who's struggling to have a comfortable, 3-hour tour.
Right. 3-hour tour.
You see, like, making a beeline for the captain's door from the aft deck. You see Bartholomew, the massive gray-skinned gentleman, headed straight for Will. Like, the second he pinged him as heading for the captain's cabin.
He's got they've got like a sixth sense now to my cooking. They know.
So,
Will,
Will,
can
as you
smell it.
Well,
no, it smells great. That's the problem.
Ironically, it was the first word. Like, ironically, it's just the stranger approaching the captain's door, like with serious intent. Will, as you go to knock on the door, you hear these, unfortunately not stealthy, very heavy boots coming up behind you.
I turn and I look at who's approaching me.
He's just... You see, like, the shadow falls across your face as his massive torso just kind of comes up right in front of you. What exactly you doing with the captain?
Hello. Thank you so much. This is for the captain. This is an apology for my behavior earlier. This is for you to share with amongst the crew. Thank you so much for offering to take it to the captain for me. That was very polite of you. And he just shoves it into his hand.
He's holding it in like a massive mitt of a hand.
Thank you so much. Will just give him like a single pat and then just leave.
Wait, what?
And Will goes back to the kitchen.
I mean, there's not a whole lot of whole shit to disappear to, just so you know. But
Yeah, he goes back to the kitchen.
Is he gonna get grabbed by the scruff of his neck as he tries to walk away from this 8-foot tall man? I assume.
Conversational attack of opportunity.
He's still mystified as to how he got a pie in his hands.
Yeah, no, he's just Tony. You see him just looking down at this pie, which, you know, doesn't have an aluminum foil tin, so I don't even know exactly what you delivered it to. But it's even if it's fresh out.
That's still got hot coals on it.
Very fresh.
He Bartholomew looks up around, just kind of scans the deck. He sees you, Tony, and just kind of nods a little bit, and then reaches a hand in and pulls like a little piece off the side. How? He throws the pie over the side of the ship, and then heads straight for where Will just disappeared to.
By the way, by the time Will gets back, the damage is done. He's none the wiser.
Yep. So Will gets back and he just comes back up and he looks at the pie. He takes a big whiff of it, and I assume it smells delicious still.
Absolutely.
And he says,
Absolutely.
Thank you for watching this for me, Blaskin. I appreciate it.
Are you gonna pay him for watching your pie?
Right behind you, like 6 inches behind you, is just this, like, angrily heaving large monstrosity of a gentleman.
Hello again. Did you enjoy Blaskin's pie?
He cuts you off halfway through with a "What you doing trying to poison the captain?"
Poison the captain? Well, I didn't make that pie. I made
Blaskin
this
in the
pie.
back. Blaskin in the back makes whatever the robotic equivalent of a gasp is.
No, I take the pie that's. I point at the pie that who is sitting next to, and I say, "That's my pie. I gave you Blaskin's."
He looks very, like, soul-meltingly intent into your face.
And
Will.
I just give him I give him a big smile back.
Your passive perception notices his fist, or a fist starting to form in his right hand.
I put an apple
slowly popping as he's.
I put an apple in his fist. Here, this is fresh. I didn't let Blaskin touch these.
What? Why would that be a bad thing?
So, yeah, the,
very awkward silence.
You kind of put an apple on the top of a closed fist, and it rolls off and hits the floor. And then he slowly looks from you over to Blaskin. What a fucker.
I'm too lovable for them to kick off, but if my food's too horrible for them to eat. I'm gonna give him that look that, like, Grandma gives you when she gets done baking her apple pie. Like, hell yeah, pie.
The hand that isn't a clenched, like, raging fist right now gives Blaskin the knife hand as he points at him. You stay away from the food. We told you about that. You stay away from the... And then he just moves that point to Will. Don't learn from this one.
But... And then Will looks...
He's just kidding. My food's great.
But so Will looks at the pie that he made. He said, but I already made this pie. Blaskin told me how to make this pie. I made this pie myself.
You know what? You take a bite of that one right now.
Hell yeah!
Will takes out his dagger, cuts a slice, and takes a bite of the pie.
It's the absolute, like, you can taste, you taste nothing that's like apples. You're amazed that this is technically an apple pie, because there's nothing that tastes like apples in this.
Will,
it doesn't even it's so actually terrible that if you feel like if you were to swallow it, it would probably eat your insides from the inside out.
It's the sour taste of pure sacrilege, Will.
It tastes like
It's
sadness.
there's simultaneously too much salt, too much sugar, it's too bitter, it's too sweet, all at the same time. Your sense of taste is completely overwhelmed with how awful it is.
I turn to you, Blaskin, as the pie. I leave my mouth open and the pie just
I'm gonna give
slides
him
out of
a
my
double
mouth.
thumbs up as soon as he puts it in his mouth with a big old smile on my face.
Yeah. I don't even spit it out. I just let it slide and fall out of my mouth. I look
Why
at
do so many
Blaskin.
people have that reaction to my glorious cooking? I don't understand.
Blaskin, I trusted you. Will is just gonna very dejectedly just kind of like he's not even gonna really walk. He's just kind of stumble dejectedly.
No one
out
on
of
this
the room.
goddamn boat has any sense of taste.
And I'm going to just find the darkest corner of this boat, as many decks down as I can, and just sit in a corner and eat my apples.
Oh, I was hoping it was so bad I made you actually question whether or not apples were even good in the first place.
Oh no, I know apples.
Okay.
Here's the thing: Will knows apples, and he knows that you fucked with that apple pie.
You don't know shit. You don't know goddamn.
No. Will knows apples. If there's anything in this world that Will knows, it's fucking apples. There is no way that was just apple pie. You did
First,
something.
you cut a little hole in the apple.
So Will's gonna just go all the way down to basically the bottom of the boat, find a dark corner, and just start munching on apples that Blaskin has not touched.
You need to clean the flavor out of your mouth.
The only other place for you to go that really has any kind of
Is it a bathroom?
no.
Is it where they keep the chamber pot? Is it the little seat with a hole in it? He just closes the curtain.
No, if you go any lower, you find yourself in the cargo hold.
Oh, dude,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
Find
actually,
a corner of the cargo hold.
I'm gonna take to whatever accounts for like a mess hall on the boat, and I'm gonna put the pie there, and I'm gonna just leave a note that says free apple pie.
So that's basically up on the deck.
Sure, I'm gonna do that.
Or no, I'm sorry. There's the crew berth. So there's like a little table set next to the lower half of the mast that sits under the main deck, and that's now that it's like a little table with a pie next to it and a single slice cut out.
All right, so Will just wants to sneak into the cargo hold and just find a corner that nobody's in and just stay there for the rest of the trip.
Sure. As you make your way through the darkened cargo hold, because nobody has any lights on down there, you're doing okay with your
experience.
You're doing okay with your dark vision, and as you round a corner, there's just an old dwarven gentleman standing stock still between a couple of crates. Eyes closed. I heard you coming.
Oh, you could probably smell my disappointment, couldn't you?
Yeah. Can you take like a step back? Actually, it's pretty strong disappointment.
Yeah, Will takes a step back. Yeah,
He must be one of the new ones.
Yeah, I've unfortunately fallen victim to Blaskin's cooking, and I just need a place for myself to just be away from the rest of the crew. Any good corners down here that I can just go sit in?
You ate some of...
This is gonna be my favorite running joke already, I can tell.
You ate? Oh, that's good. Thank you. I haven't laughed like that for a couple of years. Yeah, you plenty of corners down here. Just don't go touching anything. I know exactly.
And he points like to the left of you, towards your chest, but like 2 feet to the left. His eyes still haven't opened.
Exactly how many things are down here?
How many apples do I have on me?
What's 23 plus 60 minus a pie's worth?
That's a perfect guess. Good job. And Will just goes and he finds the darkest corner he can, and he just sulks.
As you're wandering off to sulk, you out of the corner of your eye, you see him like reach out with both hands to like slowly feel his way around the corner of the boxes, making his way out of the room.
Sir, you want to maybe open your eyes so you can see where you're going?
Oh, I can see just fine.
Yeah, you're stumbling around. You're a dwarf. You have dark vision.
Ha! I have no vision.
Joke's on you.
Joke's on you, I missed.
He kind of mutters and steps or walks his way back up to the crew level.
Okay. Yeah, so Will just finds his dark and hidden corner and just chills there and props himself up, and he's just gonna do his basically his meditation.
Sure.
Yeah.
I have one.
He's gonna meditate and clean his gear. He's gonna clean all his weapons, clean his armor,
Polish his rod.
Yeah. Eat an apple or two. Watch the taste of Blaskin's cooking out of his mouth.
It's impossible. You'll never completely get it out.
Fool! So, immediately after, what's his name, runs after Will, I would like to go talk to the captain.
What is the actual
But I'm
cooking skill?
That's a good question. We could put it under performance. We could put it under.
Wisdom?
Deception history. It depends on how old the cook is.
It could be a special skill.
Persuasion.
Because if it's under survival, then technically I could, as a player, choose to make good food, and I choose not to.
How about deception?
I'm deceiving you into believing it's good.
Oh no! Your cooking would be intimidation, straight up.
We'll start using my cooking as an actual intimidation technique. You don't tell us where. I'm sitting over there, I'm like, I'm hurt. I'm genuinely hurt.
But also,
so Flint, you make your way over to the captain's cabin.
but it's more like I'm standing there overlooking the water with Tony. I'm like, I gotta get my mind off this water. It's making me sick, and that smells atrocious.
Pet on the dog.
Can you help me go to the captain's quarters?
I mean, sure, if you promise not to barf on me.
I think that's another con save.
Sure.
Hell yes.
Does he see the free pie on the way?
No,
that's below decks, and
Damn it.
I would point out the initial pie that was offending your senses is now in the ocean, so it actually got a little better.
Or the sea life can all die eating it too.
Can't save, go!
There's like 5 dead fish floating on the surface.
God.
Yeah, you're doing a little better with that one pie gone.
Excellent. So.
Oh God! You're gonna make it even worse for everyone who hasn't eaten my cooking yet. You're gonna make them believe I'm actually decent. You monster!
Depends on how many people Bartholomew's gotten to.
Like Bartholomew's this big tough guy and everything, but the one thing he's unmoving about is warning everyone how terrible my food is. He's like, no, don't do that, please. It's not worth the torture technique.
So wait,
Dude, first
Blaskin
mate's
is
gotta look out for the
ruining.
crew.
So Blaskin ruined Will's pie, and now Lucky is gonna go make it good again.
It's gonna make you question whether or not apples are actually good, man. That's the goal.
And Will isn't gonna know any of this because he's sulking right now.
I was gonna say, yeah, they're gonna come down and tell you that there's this great apple pie.
Now I left. I don't know what you're talking about. I left Hoot Hoot in the kitchen. Hoot Hoot disappointed me because Hoot Hoot let. Yes, I told Hoot Hoot don't let anything happen to the pie. Yes, I do. That Will knows what a fucking apple tastes like. He knows that was not all apple. He knows Blaskin did something. So Will left Hoot Hoot in the kitchen.
The captain's quarters
Yes, Flint, you head to the captain's quarters.
with Tony.
I guess,
winding me up, right?
Blaskin is probably planting one of those apple seeds that he took out of one of the cores in another one of his lanterns.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Will says to Hoot Hoot before he leaves, "I'm sorry, Hoot Hoot, but you're staying topside. You need the air."
So yeah, I'm gonna faintly, softly knock on this door.
Somewhere on another deck, Bartholomew's like, huh? No, you hear, yes? Come the fuck on, what is it?
It's one of the new ones. It's Flint. He's
Oh, for fuck's sake,
sick.
hold on. You hear a chair, like, grate against the wooden floor, and then she steps over and opens the door. Yo, how can I help you?
I'm trying to get my mind off this water. Could I talk to you about the Grey Circle?
Interesting. Sure, come and grab a chair.
Thank you. Thank you.
She goes back behind a fairly, like, resplendent looking, like, Baroque carved wooden desk.
Is Tony gonna follow me in?
Am I? Am I invited in?
I mean,
Do
I
I still
assume she
have
would have
to,
told
like,
you to.
help you in?
It would be
Because you're so
appreciated.
seasick?
Yes.
Just throw him in like, okay, bye. So I help him in.
Just
again.
push me into the room. Just there you go.
I just love this concept in the back of my head that, like, you know, restoration spells, whatever, just carry him.
How long will it last?
No, I would have to actually look at stuff. I just think it's funny. I don't think there's a permanent solution for seasickness aside from being on the ocean.
Yeah, getting off the water.
Drink a ginger ale, you'll be fine.
Resplendent room, you say?
Great.
No, she just has a very finely crafted desk. It's got like the floral scrolling carved into the wood. It's like a rich mahogany.
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 I will walk up to the desk. I'll sort of hop into a chair almost as quickly as I can and sort of scooch closer to the.
Yeah,
desk.
it's an interesting setup. So she's got her desk and like a
And
nice
she's
high
typing
backed.
on a computer.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ching. Hold on, just clearing my Outlook calendar. But she's got her desk and kind of a nice high back chair behind it, and then in front it's like some basic three-legged wooden stools. there seems to be a play of a power dynamic just in the furniture of her space. Yes, exactly, Nick.
So,
A man of culture, I see.
yes. I'll ask her, so you seem to recognize the mention of the Grey Circle.
Hi, I worked a job or two for him in the past.
How long in the past?
Why do you want to know?
I'm new to that crew. I need to know what they're like.
Oh, that's funny. No, they, that doesn't surprise me. Everyone's new to their crew. They're everywhere. I got a little bit of rundown from the bespectacled gentleman who wanted me to run some cargo. Apparently, they had an easier way to bring it back to their home office, which he couldn't quite describe where it was, but he wanted me to bring it down to New Calia from parts north. So some artifact out of Arconis, I want to say, going on 7 years ago. It was just a wee little cylinder object, honestly. We were curious when he wouldn't describe what exactly we were carrying, so of course once we were out on open ocean we just popped the crate open. But yeah, it's a weird, like, cold metal cylinder, kind of silvery colored with these crazy kind of brass filigree details around it. They just wanted us to take it from, let's see, we berthed out to Kaltiok up in the north, and then sailed it back south to Mabron. And he mentioned something about the multiverse and planar what's-its, and I mean, honestly, he could have been tucking shite out of his arse, I don't really care. Paid very well, and seemed very touched in the head a bit. More like, you know, the intellectual types.
That sounds about one for one. My experience as well.
Right, but I mean, when you drop the name, your group doesn't really look the, no offense, doesn't really look the bookish sort.
That's fair.
So I was a little curious when you use that name in particular. Is this about them too?
Well, you see, I've only known them for about 2 days. Yeah, two days. They seem nice enough, you know. When you're in my position, you kind of take all the help you can get.
What exactly would that position be? Since we're asking questions. She reaches under her desk and pulls out like a small purple clouded glass bottle with a big cork in the top. Pulls that out and puts 3 glasses on the desk and starts pouring what looks like double shots.
I put up my hand and I'm like, no, please, thank you.
She slides the one that's closer to you back to her. Fair enough.
Are you voicing your mistrust in front of Tony?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm voicing my I've known these people for 2 days sort of opinions.
So
And one man has done
I
nothing but run
don't
around and scream about
blame-
apples.
I think
Well,
I've
until a
been the
couple
most
minutes ago.
normal person here.
And you decapitated a cyclops, for Christ's sake.
Listen,
I'm gonna ask a question real quick. So, who is this guy that you are all tracking down? I need to know this for out of character, I guess.
We're not really tracking down a person. It's more of a thing.
Okay.
So, to be fair, you don't know yet.
Okay, that's fair.
Actually, that's it. That's all I have.
I mean, that just answers the question. I don't even really know what we're looking for.
I guess my next question is, was I able to dupe the other guy who they're talking about into eating my cooking, and how did he react?
Who's the other guy they're talking about?
Lucky?
Oh, I thought we were talking about a guy who had a crazy dude.
It's Will.
That might have been forever ago already.
Will's...
Never mind. Continue.
Okay.
ignore me, basically.
So she pulled the glass away from Tony?
No, she gave herself a second.
Oh, okay.
Because I decided not to partake in the alcohol.
Oh, okay.
While you're talking, she grabs a kind of much larger blue glass bottle and a different glass and puts it back in front of Tony and just pours out what looks like water.
I think her quietly.
So, how familiar are you with the dwarves of Grimspire?
I don't make my way much to the northern coast. I still do want to make my way all the way up to see the Sentinels at some point, but haven't quite found the occasion to sail that far out in the way.
What exactly are the Sentinels? Would I know about that?
You do know. The Sentinels are one of the chief draws of tourism to Grimspire. They're a series of massive statues to various gods that have been built onto what were large, solitary stone islands that jut out of the ocean off the northern coast.
Okay.
So some are still under construction, but some have been there for a good long while, like as newer deities come into popularity, so to speak, then they'll look for another potential, because it's kind of like, did you see episode 8, Star Wars?
Yes.
So like the crazy craggy solitary stone islands off the coast of Ireland that they filmed at for Luke's area, that kind of structure off the coast. So there's a whole bunch of those little things, and so those have been carved into like massive statuaries for various deities, and then people make pilgrimages through your region from all parts of Arconis to like place an offering, make like a long religious trek to just once in their life or something.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Well, as much as those are beautiful, we're at war right now.
She takes one of the shots, kind of coughs it back a little bit. It's not yet at war.
Or at least that's where I left it, you know? I
mean, I know things are tense in Arconis in general. Did somebody finally cross the border? Is this between Grimspire and another region?
This happened in Dungarem.
Is that your hometown then?
Yes.
Who was attacking you?
It looked like other dwarves of
Are you lore dropping, or are you just trying to remember?
I mean, I don't remember, but I would tell. I would
Is that what he's trying to do?
Yeah, he's trying to remember.
Okay, so I will remind you they were from the same region you guys were.
Okay.
And it would be Bellis?
I have it written down. I just.
So do I. I'm just trying to find it now. Yeah, I think it was Carabellis was the city on the other side of the range, but it's not a different region in Arconis. It's basically from your same state.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell her who it was. My goodness.
Well, fucking A. Neighbor versus neighbor, that doesn't make any sense.
I thought the whole scene didn't make a lot of sense either. Doors coming out of rifts and tearing holes through my fellow kin.
Are you sure you haven't had that drink yet? This is all sounding a bit nuts.
He'll throw it all back in one.
Oh no, you hadn't yet. Okay, well, wow. That's a lot to take in.
And then there's a little temple there that I'd grown up in my whole life. And my family was protecting it, and I grabbed this relic, and I was thrown through this rift that opened above me.
Well, that was either the best or the worst idea you had that day.
I'll look her very coldly in the eyes through the alcohol and the shaking sea, and I'll be like, I miss my family dearly, and I'm not even sure if they're still there.
Oh, right, so the gold you paid me didn't quite pay for counseling services. But I'll tell you this much. I can get you to the southern coast of Arconis as fast as this ship can. And I'll pray the wind be at your back then once you're headed further north.
I think I owe you a little more than a thanks.
She pulls a small drawer open to her right and reaches in and pulls out like a 3-inch across coin. And it's not minted in anything you recognize from Arconis. Just some interesting symbols written around the outside. What languages do you speak?
A lot. Or at least I can read a lot.
Can you read Celestial?
Where the fuck did I write this down?
It should be under your abilities at the bottom. Languages.
Languages. No. I'm not Celestial.
Okay. Tony, you're in the room. Do you speak Celestial?
I stepped away from the computer. I don't think that.
I can check. No worries. Tony, abilities, languages. Your languages section still says pick one.
Celestial. How about that? What a coincidence.
What a
can.
Coinky dink.
Tony, you recognize that this coin has some celestial written around the outside edge. We're going to change that now so we can't retcon this later.
Use it every time you need it.
Weird! I know so many languages!
At any point, you can choose what language you know. No, that's for wizards. You see on this large coin, written around the outside, is, I mean, your Celestial's a little rusty. It was something that they kind of drilled into the more learned types back in the, it's not a monastery, but what do we call it? The hall.
A place
And it-
from where I came from.
Yeah, I forget what the name of the specific one is in your town, but it's like a Hall of Lathander, I believe. And it just has mentions because Celestial's a little more about like capturing concepts in its language. So it's you know, piety, fidelity, you know, belonging to a greater whole is what's essentially inscribed around the outside. And she just kind of flips it back and forth in her fingers. She says, I found this in a pile of wreckage. There's a ship what had run across some pirates about 2 years back. But always seems to be a good luck charm, so to speak. This side with the scorpion, that's tails. And the other side with the rock, that's heads. How about we flip? See how your fortune's feeling.
Can I get another shot first, please?
She moves one of the two that she had taken for herself, or the other of the two, back to you.
He'll knock it back in one more gulp. He'll set the glass upside down and let's I feel a bit better about testing the luck now.
So she flips the coin, catches it, places it down with her hand over it, on top of her other palm, and reveals the rock. I think things might just work out.
He'll
I can screenshot that number, by the way, if you need me to.
he'll nod and he'll like let out a nice long sigh and kind of lean back in his chair and like, if that ain't the first bit of good news I heard since this whole thing started.
Well, the other bit of good news I can give you is that you haven't tried any of the pie that someone's trying to pass off on this ship right now.
He'll be like, is that what that smell was?
It smelled great!
It made me sick, amongst other things.
As she crosses her arms, the hand sitting above the other bicep points over to the side, and if you look over, you see a set of communication pipes that run up the side of the captain's cabin. Heard a little whisper from Bartholomew. I hope you sleep well tonight, Flint.
Thanks,
And don't worry,
Sarah.
you'll find your sea legs right about when we get back to port.
That's where I
Find it
left it.
just in time for them to be useless.
He'll nod and he'll get up and head towards the door. Thanks for the chat, Sarah.
Well, still captain to you,
What sort of?
while you're on this boat.
he'll nod and smile. You got that then, Captain.
No, a cat!
That's what I heard.
I hear it too!
Okay. Sorry.
Did you make it?
I live.
Nice. We're leaving the
as-
captain alone now.
As you guys are leaving, Flint's headed out first. The captain kind of calls out, "Hey, spellcaster there. What's your name again?"
Tony.
"Tony. Keep your wits about you. You got a weird crew of ruffians."
She sighs.
I wager they probably lean on. I wager they probably lean on you more than the other way around.
A little bit, yeah.
I might know something about that. She just kind of gestures to the captain's desk.
Ow, my biting.
Ooh. You know what? Tell the halfling to leave.
I apologize if he's said anything.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, I mean, we were perfect strangers when we all were brought together, and we're just kind of trying our best for one outcome, each of us having our own.
Sounds to me like any other crew.
Yeah. I promise I can't promise much, but I'll try to keep things a little in check. And if they get out of hand, then you're more than welcome to. Like I said, if need be.
I'll keep the rope ready.
And thanks for making my companion a little more easing his worries.
Oh, don't thank me yet. The ship does better if we don't have some stressed out passengers.
Yeah, I bet. Well, I guess you gotta get your rest. I know I do. Gotta do day tomorrow morning to get you all your rations.
She points some finger guns at you with all 10 fingers intact. I'm looking forward to it.
I kind of like awkwardly like do it back, and then I just kind of wave and just dismiss myself.
Right, this is a weird gesture. I mean, what are we even emulating here?
I have no idea, but I mean, one guy's done it before, and you're doing it again, so just kind of like, yeah. See you tomorrow morning.
Yep. As you guys are heading back down below deck, you do notice off on the right side of the ship as it's sailing forward, so I believe that would be port? Anyway, a crazy, like, light blue glow is coming off the waves as you sail through.
Huh.
Sun's down. Like it's one of the you've got lantern light around the deck, but then the ocean itself, there's just kind of this crazy light blue glow coming off the surface.
I want to cast Detect Magic.
Sure. You don't detect any magic other than... what's the range of Detect Magic?
30 feet.
You do get a weird ping in the cargo hold, but nothing off of the waves.
This is a question. Would Detect Magic actually pick up on me?
I mean, it would... You don't have any magical items. on you.
Yeah, but I'm like a magic being.
Did you say right side, Walgo?
Of the ship? Yeah.
Yeah, that's starboard.
God damn it. Oh, right. Port is left. Same 4 letters. God damn it.
If you sense magic in this
No,
way,
my
you can use your
failure.
action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic.
Okay, so I mean, you pick
I
up
guess,
your
yeah, I guess.
the items on your companions. You pick up the crazy pie chef and something else in the cargo hold, or down below you, and then nothing off the water itself.
I cast detect poison and disease, and the pies light up.
That's not true. They're not poisonous. Jeez. They're just bad
It
tasting.
depends how you define poisonous.
They're perfectly nutritious.
Yeah, it's not poison. It's just horrible tasting.
Not right now. I believe right now it's been prestidigitated to be great.
Oh right.
Oh wait, does that mean it's magic now? Does it pick up on detect magic?
The pie glows clean.
We're asking the real questions now.
Yeah, there's this weird Pac-Man shaped glow right below your feet.
Well, if I guess I kind of like stare over the water, just to kind of like keep an eye on this blue hue. But if there is no movement, I mean, after all, I'm only human, so it's not like I can see deep into the water. And it's, I mean, you said the sun's down. I don't know how well the lighting is.
So it's actually a good source of light. And as you're staring over the water, the half-elven guy that had been so excited about your fireworks show shows up to your side and just kind of looks over.
It's fascinating, isn't it? Those algae glow right near the ship as we break the waves, but nowhere else.
So
I'm Flim, by the way.
Flim?
Flim, yeah. F-L-I-M.
Oh, well,
It's getting
nice
dangerously
to meet
close to
you.
coming in on my name territory.
I know, that's why I was just like, wait. I was, well, nice to meet you again. My name is Tony.
Tony.
And she points over to, like, the water. Is that normal?
Oh yeah, we usually see it on the first night out. I think it's closer to the shore.
Okay. Well,
Some kind of little
thank
critters
you.
in the water.
Very interesting. Well, I will retreat to my quarters. Thank you for having us on board, and good night.
Right, yeah. Get a good night's sleep.
You, in my dick.
Sweet. Before we get to Lucky's fun escapade, I think we should break for the evening.
Okay.
Well, maybe you should just make sure that Lucky is successful with his escapade, because next time we can just pick up the next day or whatever.
Yeah, with your apple
why
shenanigans.
You don't have
we
to
go
get into it.
through
It's like,
that?
okay, do I make it or not? And
Exactly. Just do the Mission
No,
Impossible
we have
scene.
to go into detail. I want to
Dude,
hear
dude,
this between
dude,
Brandon and
dude,
Bradley.
We wasted enough time tonight.
Okay, Brad, roll another performance check.
I mean, we might as well waste the time now, rather
Bird
than.
distracts him. I sneak in.
He whispers sweet nothings into her ear.
No, don't actually roll a performance check, Jesus Christ. I'm not going to do that to anybody.
If it's if it's that bad, it's going to be a 12.
No,
Even when I'm mad,
No.
I'm okay.
That's not much better.
But it'd be a 14 total. It's like, it's average. If 10 is an average score,
Let's just ask Will. Will, would you be satisfied with a 14 score in bed?
Will's still down in the cargo hold, just meditating and cleaning his gear.
I'm not actually going to make anybody roll.
I don't know. A
performance
14
check
out
for-
of 20 with no training.
Will is.
Well,
I mean,
I could
if
give
you
him
say
it-
you've
I
got
could,
proficiency in it, that means you know what you're doing. So if you took
I could
somebody
give him
that
an
doesn't know what they're doing, you get a 14 out of 20. That's pretty damn good.
I could give him an enhanced ability, and he could have advantage on it.
But would you?
But he's been sulking in the cargo hold. You didn't know he needed it. Oh wait, no, that was Will.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Will's in the cargo hold.
Yes, lucky.
And
talk to
that is where he is going to stay for the rest of the trip.
So Will, while you're down there, by the way, I'm just gonna leave it at this. Yeah, Lucky, you use distraction well enough to make it in.
Any
So
port in a storm.
Apparently, another port on his belt. Will, while you're sulking in the cargo hold, you also kind of feel, in addition to the shame and the anger about the apples, this kind of cold, like pit of your gut emptiness. Like you're really down when you're hanging out in there.
Like unnaturally so?
Like this is affecting you to an intense level. And with that, you guys will wake up in the morning on the ocean, and we'll continue this next time.
Yay!
I just want to put this out there because everybody else is going to sleep normally. However, Blaskin literally gets into a corner and then just crumples into a ball.
With all the lanterns
He just yeah.
He folds
He just
into
falls
a car.
down.
Folds into a
Yeah. I actually, Warforged don't sleep like other stuff sleeps. I just kind of turn off for 6 hours. Which is weird because I'm still fully aware for 6 hours. Man, sleeping for Warforged is the worst.
Well,
You're kind of just aware for 6 hours doing nothing.
Guys, that had to be the most random D&D session I think I've run in quite some time.
I tried to bring